Ambrose. Quick time in the prelims, 32.042. Whoops, somebody having some trouble there in lane 3. That's Andrea.
Hey, what's the ruling on a false start, Kelly?
That, I believe, was the the starter's problem there, so they don't call false start on the field.
Okay.
He looks like he's having some difficulty with his equipment.
What if you have an individual on a false start? How many are they allowed?
I believe in this Summer Club League they do allow them one false start. We will have to check on that. This is a race that's up and back in the pool. The turn can make all the difference in the world on this one. I expect this to be pretty close.
And by the time they're this age, I expect them to be able to do a turn.
Right, right.
I think they've corrected the problems here.
No, they're still working on them.
Okay.
They're going to get down off the blocks, take a break.
Okay, and we'll take a break as we remind you you're watching the 1989 Owensboro City Swim Meet from the Splash Swim Pool, and we'll be back after this timeout.
That may be Coach Powell.
Okay, it looks like Coach Powell does just about have the situation wrapped up as we come back after that break to the City Swim Championships for 1989. Jerry, an interesting fact, I just want to mention that the fellow who got me these contacts that I'm wearing today so I can see these kids, his daughter is swimming in lane 1, so we have to give Kristen just a little bit of a plug there.
You're talking about Kristen Heck, okay.
Yeah.
All right, Kristen Heck in lane 1, Jane Hess in lane 2, Andrea Ambrose in lane 3, Brooke Berry in lane 4, Carrie Law in lane 5, Jill Ford in lane 6.
Your fastest time yesterday was only 32.042. Now, how does that compare with the record that was set by Jamie Mueller back in '87?
29.05. You know, that's Jamie is one of the dandies.
Although Brooke Berry did go at 29 a few months ago, so she might be strong in this.
Let's see what's going to happen.
Just a fraction behind. Here they are. They're in the water. Good entry by Andrea Ambrose.
Brooke Berry taking the lead off the start. Town & Country has 3 swimmers in this race. This is a key race for them as far as scoring a lot of points. It's Brooke first into the turn.
That turn's so important in a short race.
The race for second is looking close too, and as we said, Town & Country has an opportunity to score a lot of points in this race.
And it looks like Brooke Berry going to be romping home in lane 4, just ahead of Andrea Ambrose, and a good effort unofficially, 30.26. Brooke Berry, the winner in the girls' 10 and under 50-yard freestyle. Event number 6 will be the boys' 10 and under 50-yard freestyle. The field includes in lane 1 from Town & Country, Eddie Tabor. In lane 2 from Paddock, Trent Thomas. In lane 3 from Darneck, Ryan Masinick. In lane 4 from Owensboro Country Club, Adam Augenstein. In lane 5 from Owensboro Country Club, John Hess. And in lane 6 from Paddock, Eric Dant. The record set this year in the prelims by Ryan Masinick.
Watch Ryan Masinick on this now. You're going to see 3 Masinicks swimming in this swim meet, I believe.
They're in the water. Boy, they're close.
Yeah, but look at Ryan pull forward there.
Ryan Masinick, as a 9-year-old this past winter, was the top boy in the state in the boys' 9-10 division. So look for him to be strong in all the races today.
Ryan had the quick time by 4 seconds, 29.063. That is a record. He set it in yesterday's prelim, and look at this. He is way out in front. Looks like a shark going through the water. He's in there unofficially, 28.52. That would break his own record. We'll have to check for the official times and the official results as they're made available to us. So Ryan Masinick, the winner in the boys' 10 and under 50-yard freestyle. And quickly we'll move on to event number 7, the girls' 11 and 12 50-yard freestyle. Tanya Ledane holds the record in that with 26.140. And Jamie Mueller had a quick time yesterday of 26.659. And she is like 6 seconds faster than anyone in the field. In lane 1, Elizabeth Stanley, Owensboro Country Club. Lane 2, Lee Bowen from Owensboro Country Club. And lane 3 from Splash is Jamie Mueller. Lane 4 from Town & Country, Leanne Presser. Lane 5 from Darneck, Mandy Keller. Lane 6, Paddock, Tiffany Strong.
And they're in the water.
I think we should look for a record to fall in this. Jamie had been at 25 this past winter. Leanne Presser next to her is going to be coming on strong, though, also.
But if you look at Jamie, you see how she sits up so high in the water.
She's
lot of upper body
swimmer.
strength.
She's ranked 7th in the country in this event right now.
Yeah, she's had some national recognition. Look at that, 25.86, if that is official. That will be a new meet record by far. That shatters the record by 4 seconds, and we'll, of course, have to wait until we get the official results on it. No, I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong time. It's by 1 second. It was, the meet record is 26.140, and unofficially we had a 25 and change. So Jamie Mueller, as expected, the winner in the girls 11 and 12 50-yard freestyle, boys 11 and 12 50-yard freestyle. The field includes from Town and Country Clay Purdon in lane 1, lane 2 from Town and Country Robbie Lyons, in lane 3 from Darnick Chad Masenic, lane 4 from Splash Greg Price, lane 5 from Splash Kevin Hatton, and lane 6 from Town and Country Matt Shrewsbury.
Boy, you hear a lot of these names over and over again. You get the swimming families, and you have the Masenic family here today.
Close into the turn here. Lane 3 and 4, Chad Masenic and Greg Price are going to battle it all the way back.
They have very close times in the prelims, and they are, they're close.
Finish. It's anybody's guess. Ooh.
What did you say? I couldn't call it.
I'll call it lane 3, Masenic, but just by a hair, but it could have been Greg Price, unofficially there. We're going to have to wait and see.
They don't know. They were looking at each other. They couldn't tell.
Okay, we'll move ahead quickly to event 9, which will be the girls 13 and 14 50-yard freestyle. The field includes from Town and Country, Eve Bamberger in lane 1. From Darnick in lane 2, Tanya Miller. In lane 3 from Splash, Jennifer Hargan. In lane 4 from Owensboro Country Club, Kate Hess. Lane 5 from Paddock, Chrissy Geyer. In lane 6 from Atlantis, Amy Burkle. And fellas, we welcome this breeze that suddenly came from nowhere, and we look at the field for this one. This could be a tight one.
Here we go.
These girls have been involved in country club swimming for a long time.
Watching lane 3, Jennifer Hargan with a quick time, 28.663.
Kate Hess may give her a run for her money in this. Although Jennifer qualified first, she and Kate are always battling it out for first place. Jennifer was first in the turn, but here comes lane 2, Tanya Miller.
She was just a second behind in the prelims, but it still looks like in lane 3, if she can hold on, it's going to be in lane 3, Jennifer Hargan by an eyelash. 27.37 unofficially. The record is 26.170 held by Lori Barr. Event number 10 will be the boys 13 and 14 50-yard freestyle. Field includes from Darnick in lane 1, Jason Hubbs. In lane 2 from Paddock, Stephen Delaney. In lane 3 from Splash, Nathan Hobbs. Lane 4 from Atlantis, Jason Pickerel. Lane 5 from Atlantis, Jeremiah Johnson. And in lane 6 from Paddock is Chris Bell.
You know, as we're waiting for them to get on the blocks, let me just make an observation here. We only right now have one indoor pool that in the wintertime these kids can use, or when it's raining that these kids can use, and that's they have to share with the members of the Y. And it would be nice, and if you've been watching our City Swim Championships, you see year after year how swimming gets better here in the town and in the county. It would be nice if we could get an indoor pool, a nice competitive indoor pool. Kelly, how close would that be to being a reality?
As far as the number of years that may be down the road, that's hard to call. I think the community has definitely realized the need and the demand for another indoor pool. The high schools especially are in real need of some more pool time. I think people, and thanks to broadcasts like this, people realize swimming is very popular in this town, and hopefully somebody will come through with an indoor pool. We at the Y would welcome that. Take a lot of the demand off of us, so to speak.
Okay, we do have some official results coming in. Event number 1, the girls 6 and under 25-yard freestyle. The winner was Christine Coy from Paddock. The official time, 20.631, about 2 seconds off the record. Second was Kate Carruthers of Owensboro Country Club. Third, Misty Knoll from Owensboro Country Club. Fifth was Jacqueline Berry. Our fourth, Katie Griffin from Town and Country. Fifth, Jacqueline Berry of Darnick, and sixth, Jennifer Bowen. That's the way it went officially in the first event.
And the boys are up on the blocks getting their last-minute instructions, and we're just about ready to start this race, Jerry.
Hubbs, Delaney, Hobbs, Pickerel, Johnson, and Bell, and they're in the water.
We have a legend here in lane 3, Nathan Hobbs.
A legend?
A legend at 13 years of age.
A 13-year-old legend?
He got his start at 6 years of age. He told me today they threw him into a meet for his original club, Paddock, and he's been swimming ever since then. Hard to beat, Nathan Hobbs.
I wonder why. Look at this young man.
Oh, this is a runaway for Nathan Hobbs. Unofficially, 25.40. That's going to challenge the record. Brian Keller holds the record, which is 24.260. As expected, the legend, 13-year-old legend, Nathan Hobbs, you know, wasn't it Roy Hobbs? He was a legend in the natural, I remember. This is Nathan Hobbs, the winner here in the boys 13 and 14-year-old 50-yard freestyle.
I don't know.
Okay, event 11, girls high school 50-yard freestyle. The field includes number 1 from Darneck, Diane Snyder, from 2 from Paddock, Beth Phelan. From Town and Country in lane 3, Tanya Ledane. In lane 4 from Town and Country, Dee Dee Embry. In lane 5 from Town and Country, Lisa Kelly. Laura Hopkins from Paddock in lane 6. Take it away.
And who's your favorite in here, according to yesterday?
Tanya.
But Beth Phelan's going to be close here. 3 girls into the turn at the same time. Beth Phelan looking strong. It's going to be a race to the finish here.
Close one. Right down to the wire. Look at lanes 3 and 4.
Sorry, that's Dee Dee Embry next to her.
Who was it? You going to take a guess on that one?
I'm going to call on lane 3, and that had to be Tanya.
That'd be Tanya Ledane and Dee Dee Embry right there behind her in lane 4. We're going to have to wait for the official results on that.
And that was a big point winner there for Town and Country. They went first and second in there. Lisa Kelly from Town and Country was also in there.
In the boys high school 50-yard freestyle, the field includes number 1 in lane 1 from Splash, Kurt Coombs. In lane 2 from Town and Country, Brad Schmid. In lane 3 from Darneck, Brian Keller. Line 4 from Town and Country, Mike Ownsley. Lane 5 from Splash, Andrew Chung. And line 6 from Town and Country, Bobby Goebel.
And of course, Brian Keller, the odds-on favorite in this one.
I would say so.
You talk about your legends. I imagine the young man would qualify as legend status, wouldn't he?
Brian's been swimming in this league for a long time. I think he owes a lot of credit to Darneck for getting him started in swimming and for keeping him going.
Brian Keller, of course, holds a number of meet records, 23.31, and that not quite the record. Jay Eckleberry holds the record, 22.576. Of course, all the times that we give there are unofficial. Let's move on to lane. We had the winner there, what? Brian Keller?
Brian Keller,
in
yes.
that unofficial time of 25 and some change. Event 11, girls 8 and under, 100-yard medley relay, right? We have the first medley relay, Atlantis, Splash, Town and Country. These in the order of lanes. Lane 1 will be Atlantis, lane 2 Splash, lane 3 Town and Country, lane 4 Owensboro Country Club, Darneck in lane 5. In lane 6, Paddock. The quick time is 1:36.60 by Town and Country. Who's on that Town and Country team? Do we have it?
I have Darneck here.
Okay.
Let me see if I can.
And we got Splash, and let's see here. Okay.
Actually, it should be noted that these relays did not swim in the preliminaries yesterday. These are entry times, so anything could happen in these relays today. As we said before, I think a lot of the strategy for winning the meet is going to be seen here in these relays. Town and Country has Emily Ebelhair, Whitney Miller, Jennifer Johnson, and Kelly Schmiel.
Okay, and we'll check some of the other entries. Joe's got some more official results here.
Officially, event number 2, you remember that was a boys 6 and under 25-yard free. Matt Abel, Darneck, with a time of 20.323. Second went to Kyle Rovia, Darneck. Third, Ricky Ebelhair, Town and Country. Brandon Black had 4th place from Paddock. Town and Country's Adam Heck, whose sister Kristen was swimming earlier, was in 5th place, and Atlantis Jake Sparks in 6th. That's official. And we're ready for the medley relays. I do want to point out that in the Darneck lane, Jerry, if you'll notice, at the
Karen
name
Lowe.
there, Karen Lowe.
Okay, what leg is she going? Is she running anchor?
She's the anchor.
She's the anchor in the freestyle.
The
okay.
Anchette. Females are
which lane are they in?
Lane number 5, I believe.
Okay, we'll be watching out there. Okay.
A little green-haired child.
She should be down over here somewhere. Okay. So this is the girls 8 and under 100-yard medley relay. The record for this event held by Darneck, 121.640. That's flying through the water, isn't it?
That's pretty fast. I would look to Town and Country to be strong in this relay, although Darneck might give them a run for their money also.
Time turned in by Darneck, 139.99. Is there any fibbing done on these times when they turn them in?
Well, kids are so unpredictable. Sometimes you think they're going to do one thing and they do another sometimes.
Okay, in lane 1 is Atlantis, lane 2 Splash, lane 3 Town and Country, Owensboro Country Club in 4, Darneck in 5, Paddock in 6. We do apologize, we don't have all the names of the individual members of these relay teams. I'm sure you'll recognize your son or daughter or grandson or granddaughter, and they're in the water. The first leg will be the backstroke.
Kelly, now, of course, when we talk about the legs, we're talking about the different strokes here. Of course, we go back. What's the relay
This
form?
is backstroke. That'll lead into breaststroke, followed by butterfly, and then freestyle. You'll see Tammy Price, the defending champion in the girls 8 and under division, swimming butterfly for splash in lane 2 in this. Town and Country in first place in lane 3 right now.
Of course, with the final leg being the freestyle, a team with a good freestyle swimmer can make up a lot of lost ground in a relay.
That's true.
Second place right now is Mia Masinik. You remember the brothers there we're talking about. Well, this is the young sister.
This is Whitney Miller out in first right now. And this is Jennifer Johnson from Town and Country doing butterfly. And it's close for second between Splash and Darneck.
And as it would be, it'll get down to the free.
And as we said, these are double points that they score here on the relay. So even if they're not first, second and third is just as important. Splash is coming on strong.
Again, tell me the point standings. They get 7?
It'll be 14 for first place, followed by 10, 8, 6, 4, and 2.
And in lane 3, that's Town and Country. Town and Country holding a big lead as they head down to the wire. Oh, here we got the swimmers on it, I believe. Medley relay. That would be Emily Ebelhair, Whitney Miller, Jennifer Johnson, and Kelly Schmiel. And there's your youngster going down there. Okay, keep the camera in lane 5 right there. They gave her too big a distance to try to overcome there. So the Town and Country team, Emily Ebelhair, Whitney Miller, Jennifer Johnson, and Kelly Schmiel, the winners in 127.61. Good time, good race. Girls 8 and under, Town and Country the winner. The next event will be the boys 8 and under, 100-yard medley relay. We'll have but 4 teams in this. Darneck in lane 2, Town and Country in lane 3, Paddock in lane 4, and Atlantis in lane 5. That simply means some of these other clubs just don't have that many youngsters at that age group to compete.
That's correct.
Now, that really can hurt them, too, can it, when it comes to point standings?
That's true. That's why numbers make all the difference in the world. It's not necessarily how many good swimmers you have, it's how many swimmers you have overall in your team.
Swimmer, breaststroker, you make sure you get right out of the pool when you get to this end.
Okay, we said there will be only 4 teams entered in event number 14, boys 8 and under, 100 medley relay. They're in the water.
I would look for Paddock to be strong in this. They've got 2 boys qualified in just about every 8 and under event.
Okay, let's see if we can go through. Can we get through the names here, Jerry, on this? Because I don't have all of them. I do have for Darneck, and Darneck, you have Kyle Roby, Ryan Gates, Justin Galloway, and Matt Abel as Air Force swimmers in this event.
Yeah, we don't have rosters for all the teams in the relays.
We have a disqualification in this event.
What happened?
The official's hand is up. I'm going to speculate and say it was lane 3, Town and Country. Their backstroker turned over, I believe, onto his stomach before he touched the wall. We'll have to wait and get the official call.
Okay, that was in lane 3, and of course Town and Country had the quick time turned in prior to the meet, so that could be a blow for Town and Country.
Now, the form of this young man here in lane number 2 with the goggles over the mouth, is that something new? Is that
no, he's probably just trying to do the very best he can, hoping he can get some air in over those goggles.
You hit the water with those things, and they're liable to go anywhere.
That's right. And we've got lane 5 in first place right now, which is Atlantis.
I like the way some of these youngsters enter the water. That's beautiful. We're talking about youngsters 8
and it's close.
And
Here
under.
comes Paddock in lane 4, Atlantis in lane 5, Town and Country in lane 3.
Well, that's going to be
close. It's going to be Paddock versus Atlantis. Oh, I believe that was lane 5, Atlantis.
I don't know.
By
They
a
were
hair.
3, 4, and 5. We're all right there. You're calling it unofficially. 5 would be Atlantis, and those youngsters included. Let's see.
We're looking for the boys. Here we go. They are Jake Sparks. You got me a Zerner, one of the Zerner boys, Ryan Montgomery, and Chris Harney.
That, of course, is very, very unofficial because you saw it. It was a photo finish.
And I'm not sure who the official called on the stroke there.
Event number 15 is girls 10 and under, 100-yard medley relay. The field includes in lane 1, Owensboro Country Club, lane 2, Town and Country, lane 3, Splash, lane 4, Atlantis, and lane 5, Darneck, lane 6, Paddock. The record set in 1986 is 1:05.70. The quick time turned in, let's see, would be 1:16.06 by the Splash swim team. These are girls 10 and under, 100-yard free.
I'm going to look to Atlantis and Town and Country to battle it out in this one. They've got some very strong girls swimming on both of those teams. That would be Town and Country in lane 2 and Atlantis in lane 4. Splash has the top seed time. They just might pull out a thing or two. I believe.
Okay, as they get ready, we have some other event official results. Event number 3, the girls 8 and under 25-yard freestyle. Tammy Price of Splash, the winner. Her time 15.559. Whitney Willer of Town and Country was second, and Beth Liswick of Owensboro Country Club was third. We'll have more official results in a minute. They're in the water. This is a girls 10 and under 100-yard medley relay.
This is Brooke Berry from Town and Country quickly taking the lead. It's interesting to note that 8 or 9-year-old Tammy Price, who's swimming in the 8 and under division this year, is swimming up for Splash on their relay in lane 3. She'll be doing the butterfly again. So they might just do something in this event.
Now, when you say swimming up, does that mean the child is disqualified from swimming in their regular age bracket?
No, she actually swam on the 7-8 relay, and now she's coming back and swimming on the 10 and under relay also.
So she can go in both.
She can do both.
They got to have some stamina to do that.
It's close. Lane 4, Atlantis. That's Andrea Ambrose from Atlantis in the butterfly.
What's the toughest stroke, Kelly?
I would think butterfly requires a lot of strength and a lot of coordination for the kids.
I always struggle with a breaststroke.
Yeah, me too.
You know?
It's not a breaststroker. No. And here they go, Town and Country in Atlantis.
Look at this in lane 2. Look at this in lane 2. We may have an upset.
Really picking up some lost ground.
It'll be Atlantis in first. I'm sorry, Town
lane 4, I believe.
In first,
It looked like Atlantis in lane 4. And who do we have here, Joe, in Atlantis? This is girls 10 and under. Girls 10 and under 100-yard medley.
This is boys I have here. Let's see if we can get this straight. I'll do it eventually. Give me a second here. Okay, Karen Mudd, Mackenzie Helm, Andrea Ambrose, and Amy Zerner.
That's the way they went. Girls 10 and under. That's unofficial, of course. Boys 10 and under. 100-yard medley relay. It'll be Splash in lane 1, Paddock in lane 2, Town and Country in lane 3, Owensboro Country Club in lane 4, Darnick in lane 5, and Atlantis in lane 6. The record in this event, 109.21, set by Darnick in 1983. The quick time turned in. Town and Country in lane 3, 1:11, 7 seconds faster than any other. They're in the water. Town and Country, the team to beat here in the boys 10 and under 100-yard medley relay.
When we say stroke judge, what do we mean by stroke judge, Kelly?
That's somebody who's standing on the side of the pool checking kicks, basically, in breaststroke and butterfly to make sure they're doing everything legal. There's certain stroke guidelines that you must follow, and that's the stroke judge's job, to make sure that everybody follows those guidelines.
And of course, if they don't, they're disqualified. And that could disqualify the whole team in this case.
The relay would be qualified. They would not score any points. We've got Town and Country in lane 3 and Darnick in lane 5.
Close one. Boy, they are.
Now you have Ryan Masenik from Darnick coming up in lane 5. I don't think anybody's going to touch him here. Defending state champion in butterfly, Ryan Masenik in lane 5.
And boy, he's opening up a lead there.
He sure is. But as we said, the second, thirds, fourths, and fifths are just as important for the points here.
I saw Mama Masenik over there, and Papa Masenik is here. I guess that's in lane 3 or 4. He's got that clock out there, and he's watching on the stopwatch.
Big lead in lane 5 now. And that's it.
I would say that was an upset there. I did not expect Darnick to be that strong there. But Town and Country would have been the forerunner.
Joseph Boswell, Eric Sears, Ryan Masenik, and Ryan Gates, the team making up that. And Eric Sears, interestingly enough, related to the great name of Jago, you recall, from swimming here in Owensboro.
Unofficially, that's your winning team in boys 10 and under, 100-yard medley relay. We move on to event number 13, the girls 11 and 12-year-old 100-yard medley relay. Paddock in lane 1, Town and Country in lane 2, Darnick in lane 3, Owensboro Country Club in lane 4, Splash in lane 5, and Atlantis in lane 6. And boy, this keeps us alive.
All the entry times here are pretty close together. Anywhere from a 1:10 to a 1:14. This may be pretty close.
I'm not saying that this is going too quick for me, but Jerry, can I do a golf tournament next time?
Oh, boy. How quick we forget from year to year, you know, and you have to really compliment the people running this meet.
They do a
There's
great
no
job.
delay. They have 84 events, and it's zip, zip, zip. And we're right into event number 17 already. The girls 11 and 12-year-old 100-yard medley relay.
Now, this is a 10-year-old, interestingly enough, swimming in lane 4 for Owensboro Country Club. That's Jane Hess in breaststroke. She has swum up on this relay. You've got Jamie Mueller diving off the blocks now in lane 5 for Splash. Look to her to pick up the lead. Leanne Presser looks strong. Lane 2 for Town and Country.
Boy, Jamie's got some.
Close.
She's got some ground to overcome in this one.
Well, she really caught up.
I guess.
Lane 2, Town and Country. This is Sarah Shelgren.
Going to be very, very tough to beat if she pulls away.
And there we go in lane 2, unofficially, Town and Country. The Town and Country girls, the winners in the girls 11 and 12-year-old. It would be Sarah Logsden, Jenny Gregson, Leanne Presser, and Sarah Chelgren. Unofficially, the winners in that event. Event number 18 is the boys 11 and 12-year-old 100-yard medley relay. The field consists in lane 1, Atlantis, lane 2, Paddock, lane 3, Splash, lane 4, Town and Country, lane 5, Darnick, and lane 6, the Owensboro Country Club. And before we get going with this, let's quickly give some more official results. In the event number 5, girls 10 and under 50-yard freestyle, the winner was Brooke Berry of Town and Country, 30.608 her time. Andrea Ambrose was second, and Jane Hess was third.
Okay, also taking a look real quick right before they start. Let me let you know, at event number 6, and while they're doing this, let's go ahead and give these.
Okay.
Event number 6, Darnick's Ryan Masinik, winner at 28.863. Adam Augenstein, Owensboro Country Club. John Hess, Owensboro Country Club, third. Paddock's Trent Thomas in fourth. Eddie Tabor of Town and Country in the fifth. And Eric Dan from Paddock in sixth place in that event.
Okay, that was the boys 10 and under 50-yard freestyle. Right now we're watching the boys 11 and 12-year-old 100-yard medley relay. Who's out in front, Kelly?
Well, Town and Country had the lead. Here comes Splash with Kevin Hatton doing breaststroke, taking over first place.
Boom.
And that's Greg Price from Splash, swimming butterfly in lane 3. And I believe you've got Ryan Masinik again in lane 5, swimming butterfly for Darnick.
But with that lead that they had there for Splash, I think it's going to be very, very hard to make that up. And let's see what's going to happen as we come down.
It's Town and Country in lane 3. I'm sorry, that's Splash in lane 3.
Okay, Splash in lane 3, the apparent winner. This was boys 11 and 12-year-old. That'd be Kevin Hatton, Chad Logsden, Gilmore Chung, and Greg Price. And you're familiar with these names, and of course we're making do here with some cheat sheets supplied to us from a lot of the coaches. And if we get the wrong names out there, do correct us, Kelly, if you have an
Event number
opportunity.
7, which was the girls 11 and 12 50-yard freestyle, Jerry. The record was held by Tanya Ledan. She set that back in '84. Let's see, first place went to Jamie Mueller with a 26.159, just a fraction of a second off the record on that one. Leanne Presser, Town and Country, second. Elizabeth Stanley, Country Club, third. Mandy Keller, Darnick, fourth. Lee Bowen from Owensboro Country Club, fifth. And Tiffany Strong from Paddock in sixth place. That was in event 7, the 50-yard free for girls 11-12.
Event number 19 is the girls 13 and 14-year-old 100-yard medley relay in lane 1 from Atlantis. Lane 2, Owensboro Country Club. Lane 3 is Splash. Lane 4, Town and Country. Lane 5, Darnick. Lane 6 is Paddock.
That's Jamie Mueller in lane 3 in the lead. Chrissy Geyer close by in second in lane 6 from Paddock.
Jamie's opening up that lead, but not very strongly.
She doesn't
Now
have
we've got Jennifer Hargan coming up for Splash in lane 3 on the butterfly. Probably one of the best in the city right now.
I was going to give the official results for event number 8, but let's wait to the end of this because it looks like we're coming up with a nice close on this race.
Splash out in front in lane 3. Who's in the free?
I would believe that that's either Sarah Jones or Christy McClary.
Okay, lane 3, it's going to be Splash, the winner. The team, the time, 1 minute, .40 unofficially. Jennifer Hargan, Sarah Jones, Christy McClary, and Jamie Mueller. unofficially the winner in the girls 13 and 14 100-yard medley relay. Next event, boys 13 and 14 100-yard medley relay in lane 1 Darnick, lane 2 Town and Country, lane 3 Splash, lane 4 Atlantis, lane 5 Paddock, lane 6 Owensboro Country Club.
Jerry, official results for event number 8 include the boys 11 and 12 50-yard freestyle. Brian Keller set the record in 85. Chad Masinik about 2 seconds off that, but he was the winner for Darnick. Second place went to Greg Price from Splash. Robbie Lyons, Town and Country, 3rd. Kevin Hatton, Splash, 4th. Matt Shrewsbury, Town and Country, 5th. And for Town and Country, Clay Purden had 6th place. And you've got a start on this race.
And Splash again with a quick time turned in 102.27, and we'll keep an eye on lane 3.
This is the boys 13-14, and yet in lane 6, that was a 10-year-old, Adam Augenstein, swimming. And I've seen him in the 10 and under relay and the 11 and 12. He's done a lot of swimming in the last 15 minutes. This is Kevin Hatton again from Splash in lane 3.
Do they get warmer upper, or do they get burned out? I'm not sure.
I don't know, but I bet they're tired.
And here we come. We're for the last leg of this.
Splash. This is Chad Logston from Splash doing freestyle.
So Splash showing right now what you said all along, Kelly, is that in these relays, you really can rack up the points even though you may not have a lot of depth.
Right, and I think as you've just seen, we've had several relays from Splash take first place. That's going to put them up high in the point standings.
Okay, that was Greg Price, Kevin Hatton, Nathan Hobbs, and Chad Logston. I want to make a little correction on that girls 13 and 14. It was Jamie Mueller, Christy McClary, Jennifer Hargan, and Sarah Jones was the freestyle. We had it mixed up with the free figure, so we do stand corrected on that one. Unofficially, Splash the winner in the boys 13 and 14 100-yard medley relay. The next event will be event number 21, the girls high school 200-yard medley relay. It'll be Owensboro Country Club in lane 1, Town and Country in lane 2, Atlantis in lane 3, Paddock in lane 4, Darnick in lane 5, and Splash in lane 6, and they're pert near ready to go, Joe.
All right, can I get event number 9 official results in for girls 13, 14, 50-yard free? Lori Barr set the record for this back in 82 at a 26.170. Jennifer Hargan won it for Splash with a 27.703. Tanya Miller for Darnick with a 28. Kate Hess, Country Club, 3rd place. Chrissy Geyer from Paddock was in 4th. Atlantis' Amy Burkle was in 5th. And Eve Bamberger was in 6th place for Town and Country.
Go ahead.
This is a 200 medley relay now. All the swimmers will be doing 2 lengths of the pool instead of 1. There's no question about it that Town and Country should run away with this event. That's the queen of backstroke there, Tanya Ledan, competing in her last event, her last meet ever in Owensboro before she goes off to college.
Well, look at her sail through the water. Tanya Ledan, and it'll be Lisa Kelly going next in the breaststroke. We'll keep an eye on lane 2.
The winner was Brooke Berry of Town and Country.
Lisa is one of the up-and-coming swimmers right now, too, in the senior division in the city of Owensboro. She's swimming the breaststroke leg. Looks like Splash is in 2nd place.
In the girls 11-12.
In lane 6.
The winner was Jamie Mueller of Splash.
Okay, and the high school group would be Jamie Mueller, Kimberly Chung, Jennifer Hargan, and Susan Fuqua.
Town and Country, lane 2.
All by
Look
themselves.
for Jennifer Hargan in lane 6 from Splash to possibly pick up on them a little bit here.
And in the girls 13, 14, 50-yard freestyle, the winner was Jennifer Hargan of Splash.
Here comes Jennifer in lane 6. Lane 2, Town and Country first into the turn there on Butterfly. Jennifer Hargan's going to make it a close race over there in lane 6.
Julie Worth with the fly for Town and Country.
Might point out this is twice the length, too, Jerry, of what we've seen previously. And this is where you build up your time and you have your extended time. We have some more official results that we can give real quick.
Let's hang on for a minute. Let's watch this. Let's get the rest of this event. We'll watch Dee Dee Embry go in the free with the, this is the high school girls 200-yard medley relay. We've got a battle going. Boy, oh boy, look at that in lane 2. Dee Dee Embry zips home, and she can take a breather as she waits the others to finish. And as you predicted, Kelly Labley, it was Town and Country, the easy winner in girls high school 200 medley relay. Event number 22 is a boys high school 200-yard medley relay. In lane 1 will be Paddock, in lane 2 Splash, lane 3 Town and Country, lane 4 Darnick, Lane 5, Atlantis, and Lane 6, Owensboro Country Club.
Did you ever tell Kelly how she was chosen for this?
How she was chosen for
I don't know
this.
if I want to hear this.
We figured there were two coaches that weren't directly involved with any of the clubs, and you were a lot better looking than Gary Keller. So plus you work cheap. So
Why, what does Gary charge, I'd like to know.
Well, he wouldn't drink water. He wants soft drinks. And of
That's
course,
right.
we're drinking water here today. Here we go.
Okay.
Boys High School 200-yard medley relay. Who can we look for here?
I think Splash could look to be strong. Although Town and Country might be strong also. It's going to be close on the backstroke.
Okay, it'd be Brad Schmid, Mike Owsley, Bobby Goebel, and Jason Miller is the foursome for Town and Country. But right now in lane 3, well, that is Town and Country, of course, in lane 3. Right behind in lane 2 is Splash.
Girls High School 50-yard freestyle, the winner was Tanya Ladane of Town and Country. And in the boys High School 50-yard free, the winner was Brian Keller of Darnett.
And Splash is picking up on Town and Country a little bit here. I think it's going to get close going into the butterfly. This is Kurt Coombs from Splash in lane 2. Nathan Hobbs going into the fly in lane 2.
That's pretty much a dead heat there,
This is a 13-year-old from Splash, Nathan Hobbs, swimming on this high school relay.
All right, this will be Splash and Town and Country as they battle down to the wire.
Splash
I do not
is
have
taking
Town and
the
Country's
lead,
roster.
although Town and Country is not out of it yet.
It's Jason Miller running or swimming the anchor, and J.P. Llewellyn swimming anchor for Splash in the freestyle.
Now we have one young, okay, I understand what's going on now.
These two teams are virtually lapping the other ones in there.
Yeah, they are. The front runners, it's misleading. You look in lane 1 and you see some competition going on, but the freestyle man's not yet in the water, so it looks like it's going to be lane 2 now. Lane 2, and you called that one. The Splash is going to splash home winner, I believe.
That has got to be so tough to do when you have people lapping and everything to try to keep your stroke up. You just can't look in the other lane.
So unofficially, we had Splash with a team of Andrew Chung, Kurt Coombs, Nathan Hobbs, and J.P. Llewellyn. Unofficially, the winner in Boys High School 200-yard medley relay. And now we're going to go back to the individual events, and we're ready to go already with a girls 6 and under 25-yard backstroke. The field will include in lane 1 from Darnett, Krista Wagoner, lane 2 from Paddock, Neely Thomas, lane 3 from Paddock, Christine Coy, lane 4 from Owensboro Country Club, Kate Carruthers, lane 5 from Splash, Mary Jones, lane 6 from Owensboro Country Club, Misty Null. The record, C. Coy, that'd be Christine Coy, set yesterday in the prelims, 33 seconds flat. And of course, let's see, that is the record. How do you explain that? Christine Coy, 25.837.
That's got to be a misprint.
Yeah,
I would say.
That's an outstanding
33
time,
seconds.
too, for
Okay.
a 6-year-old. Now, she won the freestyle earlier today.
Okay, we're going to continue with more of the action from the Owensboro City Swim Meet after this timeout.
The horn. Quiet for the start, please.
Okay, these little ones getting ready to get started here, Jerry, and there they go. This is with the backstroke, and this is 25 yards for the little ones.
Okay, girls 6 and under. And the quick time is 25.837. Christine Coy, she's in lane 3, and keep an eye on her.
And if lane 2 can come in second place here, that's going to be first and second for Paddock. They need some points here today. Lane 6, though, Misty Null from Owensboro Country Club. Looks like she'll take the runner-up position.
And, okay, unofficially, it is Christine Coy, the winner in lane 3 for Paddock. And our next event will be event number 24, boys 6 and under, 25-yard backstroke. The field will include in lane 1 from Town and Country, Adam Heck, and lane 2 from Atlantis, Jake Sparks, lane 3 from Darnett, Kyle Roby, lane 4 from Darnett, Matt Abel, lane 5 from Atlantis, Blake Lamar, and lane 6 from Town and Country, Ricky Ebelhair. That's the field going to the post for the boys 6 and under, 25-yard backstroke.
And what are the odds on this race, Jerry?
Okay, let's check the tilt board. They're in the water.
For the little ones, anything can happen.
That's true.
Look at this. The times, 26.103 and 26.214. Roby and Abel, lanes 3 and 4. And it looks like they're going to battle it out again
Looks
here.
like Matt Abel from Darnett in first right now. Although here comes Kyle Roby, both boys from Darneck.
Lane 3, that's Kyle Roby going to touch first.
Now Darneck, the defending champs, could use a 1-2 and even a 1-2-3 finish if they could get it, and they did it that time.
Wow, now there was a new record set in that event.
Unofficially, 24.45 for Kyle Roby of Darneck, the winner, unofficial winner of boys 6 and under, 25-yard backstroke. Event number 25 is girls 8 and under, 25-yard backstroke. The field includes, in lane 1 from Darneck, Mia Masenik. In lane 2 from Town and Country, Whitney Miller. In lane 3 from Splash, Tommy Price. Lane 4 from Owensboro Country Club, Beth Ludwizak. Lane 5 from Paddock, Jessica Poole. And lane 6 from Darneck, Kelly Kern. The quick time, easily the quick time, 19.268 by Tammy Price.
While you're watching that, I'm going to try to get event 10 results in. The boys 13, 14, 50-yard freestyle. Brian Keller set the record in 87 with a 24.260. Today's winner was Nathan Hobbs from Splash, 25.749. Steve Dunlaney from Paddock was second. Jason Pickerel, Atlanta's third. Jeremiah Johnson, Atlanta's fourth. And Jason Hubbs, Darneck, was in fifth place. Chris Bell, Paddock, in sixth.
19.55. Tammy Price almost matches the time in the prelims, far ahead of the field, the apparent winner in event number 25, the girls 8 and under, 25-yard backstroke. Event number 26 is the boys 8 and under, 25-yard backstroke. The field includes from Town and Country, Sam Younger in lane 1, and lane 2 from Darneck, Ryan Gates. In lane 3 from Atlantis, Ryan Montgomery. Lane 4 from Paddock, Bo Alexander. Lane 5 from Paddock, Nathan Weininger. And lane 6 from Atlantis, Bobby Zerner. Younger, Gates, Montgomery, Alexander, Weininger, and Zerner. Boys 8 and under.
Swimmers, take your mark.
They're ready to go.
Ryan Montgomery qualified nearly 3 seconds ahead of the rest of the field in lane 3 from Atlantis. But there's lane 5, Nathan Weininger, giving Ryan a run for his money. It's going to come down to the finish. Ryan Montgomery from Atlantis, lane 3. Oh, that was a close one between Nathan Weininger and Paddock, lane 5, and Ryan Montgomery from Atlantis, lane 3.
How are you going to call it?
I'll say Ryan Montgomery.
Okay, Ryan Montgomery, unofficially the winner in event 26, but Kelly very hesitant. We'll have to wait for the official results. Next event, girls 10 and under, 50-yard backstroke. Field includes in lane 1 from Atlantis, Karen Mudd. Lane 2 from Owensboro Country Club, Jane Hess. Lane 3 from Town and Country, Brooke Berry. Lane 4 from Atlantis, Andrea Ambrose. Lane 5 from Darneck, Courtney Lindo. Courtney Lindo. And lane 6 from Splash, Heather Woolley.
You're seeing 2 of the best girls in the state of Kentucky in backstroke right here in this event. Brooke Berry in lane 3, Andrea Ambrose in lane 4.
And getting the jump is Brooke Berry.
Fifth, Paddock. Fourth, Owensboro Country Club. Third, Atlanta. Second, Flash, and the winner, Town and Country. The boys 8 and under.
Jerry, I've got to ask what they're putting in those soft drinks that you're drinking.
Oh, boy.
Pure syrup.
Brooke Berry running away with it here. Andrea Ambrose back in second.
That's kind of surprising with the margin of victory here, isn't it?
Right, and for third, it's a battle. Karen Mudd, lane 1. Jane Hessen, lane 2. Karen Mudd's going to sneak in for a surprising third.
Unofficially, Brooke Berry with a very quick time of 40. Oh, no, we didn't get the clock on that one. Or it wasn't a quick time.
I didn't get the final time on that.
That's fine. We'll wait for the official time. But Brooke Berry, unofficially the winner. Her time in the prelims, by the way, was 37.355. She's the apparent winner, girls 10 and under, 50-yard backstroke. Event number 28, boys 10 and under, 50-yard backstroke. Let's set the field quickly, Joe. In lane 1, Owensboro Country Club is Bill Hess. In lane 2, from Paddock is Trent Thomas. Lane 3, from Darneck, Ryan Masenik. In lane 4, Owensboro Country Club, Adam Augenstein. Lane 5 from Darneck, Joseph Boswell. Lane 6 from Darneck, Eric Sears, and they are in the water.
Well, Ryan Masenik in lane 3 got off to a slow start there. Adam Augenstein from Owensboro Country Club in lane 4 has the lead, but I think you should look to Ryan to come on strong. Trent Thomas, lane 2 from Paddock, also in the race. Into the turn, it's all 3 boys, and Ryan Masenik had an excellent turn. He's bringing it on strong.
Lane 3 from Darneck, Ryan out in front. He's being challenged.
Trent Thomas coming on. Adam Augenstein, but it's Ryan Masenik from Darnick, 36.84 unofficially.
Very good time. That could be a meet record. Event number 29 is a girls 11 and 12-year-old 50-yard backstroke. The field includes in lane 1 from Town and Country, Sarah Logston. Lane 2 from Darnick, Mandy Keller. Lane 3 from Splash, Jamie Mueller. Lane 4 from Town and Country, Leanne Presser. Lane 5 from Owensboro Country Club, Elizabeth Stanley. And lane 6 from Town and Country, Jenny Gregson. And of course, Jamie Mueller, who had some nationally recognized times, is a gal to watch in this one.
This is Jamie's weakest stroke, and yet you'll see why Jamie's such a champ. She refuses to believe that she can't excel at anything that she puts her mind to.
And there she goes. She'll be the one to beat. Challengers, of course, Leanne Presser, Mandy Keller, and Leanne Presser.
Mandy, of course, sister to Brian Keller.
You've got 3 people from Town and Country in here in this race. Again, that's going to be big points for them.
And as expected, Jamie Mueller way out.
This is showing you the depth that a team really needs in order to do these individual events.
That's right.
And this is her weak event, and she glides through the water on that. Jamie Mueller, the winner, girls 11 and 12-year-old 50-yard backstroke. Next event, event number 30, boys 11 and 12-year-old 50-yard backstroke. Record held by Brian Keller. The field includes in lane 1 from Atlantis, Jason Thomas. Lane 2 from Splash, Kevin Hatton. Lane 3 from Splash, Greg Price. Lane 4 from Town and Country, Robbie Lyons. Lane 5 from Darnick, Chad Masenik. Lane 6 from Splash, Ryan Adams.
You know, I was just noticing that even if you have a winner, you have a champion, a Jamie or a Brian Keller or somebody like that on your team, if you have a team behind you that's running second or third, even third and fourth several times, they're going to rack up more points than you are.
That's right.
Many a track meet, swim meet, and the likes can be won on depth. You know, with your second and third place finish is very important, even the 5th and 6th place.
Right. And I think that's what it's going to boil down to today. Not who's taking the first, but who snuck in 6th place from yesterday and had an opportunity to come back, move up today, and score some points. We've got an outside smoker here in lane 1.
That's Atlantis.
Jason Thomas. But here comes lane 4, Robbie Lyons from Town and Country.
Had a little trouble with that turn, though. You can look strong, but more when you hit the wall, you got to make a turn.
And he's coming back.
Close.
He's coming back.
Here comes Jason Thomas, Robbie Lyons. And it's going to be Robbie Lyons from Town and Country.
Unofficially, Robbie Lyons in lane 4, the winner of the boys 11 and 12 50-yard backstroke. Next event, event number 31, girls 13 and 14-year-old 100-yard backstroke. The field includes in lane 1 from Darnick, Tanya Miller. Lane 2 from Owensboro Country Club, Kate Hess. Lane 3 from Paddock, Chrissy Geyer. Lane 4 from Splash, Jennifer Hargan. Lane 5 from Town and Country, Eve Bamberger. And lane 6 from Splash, Christy McClary.
Chrissy Geyer was last year's champion in this event in the 11 and 12 girls division. She's now moved up.
I think we're just about ready to start them. And there we go.
We could get close to a record on this with Chrissy in here. She's a strong backstroker.
Her time was 1:13.713 in yesterday's prelims. Pearson has the record 1:10.550.
Chrissy Geyer, lane 3 from Paddock, first into the turn. Second place looks like Eve Bamberger from Town and Country. Here comes Jennifer Hargan from Splash in lane 4. Kate Hess, Owensboro Country Club in lane 2. And it's Geyer again, first into the turn. Chrissy Geyer's on a record pace here. She can be faster second 50. I think we're going to see a record fall. Jennifer Hargan has moved solidly into second place in lane 4 from Splash. And again, it's a battle for third between Kate Hess of Owensboro Country Club and Eve Bamberger from Town and Country. Town and Country trying to win this meet. They could use that third place.
And
here comes Geyer into first.
Christy Geyer of Paddock, 109.50. And that's unofficially a meet record. That's unofficial time, of course. Christy Geyer of Paddock, the winner, girls 13 and 14, 100-yard backstroke. Event number 32, boys 13 and 14, 100-yard backstroke. Field includes in lane 1 from Paddock, Chris Bell. Lane 2 from Atlantis, Jeremiah Johnson. Lane 3 from Splash, Nathan Hobbs. Lane 4 from Atlantis, Jason Pickrell. Lane 5 from Darnick, Adam Roach. And lane 6 from Darnick, Jared Craig.
Jerry, let me get in event number 11, which was the girls' high school 50-yard freestyle. Tanya Ledan picked that one up with a 27.216. Dee Dee Embry, also Town and Country, was second. Diane Snyder from Darnick, third. Beth Phelan from Paddock, fourth. Lisa Kelly from Town and Country picked up fifth, so they got a first, second, and fifth in that one. And Laura Hopkins Paddock in sixth place. That was in the girls' high school 50-yard freestyle. That's the official results. So we're about ready for the start of this race.
This is the boys' 13 and 14-year-old 100-yard backstroke. Bell, Johnson, Hobbs, Pickrell, Roach, and Craig.
I think there's no question Nathan Hobbs is going to run away with this in lane 3. He qualified nearly 8 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. But again, we've got 2 swimmers from Darnick in here in lanes 5 and 6 looking to score some big points for Darnick.
8 seconds ahead. He had time to go peel an apple and eat the darn thing.
And again, this is Nathan's worst stroke.
It's doubtful if he'll challenge Brian Keller's record. His record is 101.59.
Nathan first into the turn.
While we're watching this, let's give event number 12, which is the boys' high school 50-yard freestyle official results. Jay Eccleberry set the record for this in 88. Brian Keller picked up the win with 23.640. And Mike Owsley, Town and Country second. Brad Schmee, Town and Country third. Andrew Chung, Splash fourth. Town and Country's Bobby Goebel fifth. And Kurt Coombs, Splash, in sixth place again. Town and Country with a second, third, and fifth place finisher. Darnick with a first.
And as expected, Nathan Hobbs just pulling away from the field, gliding through the water here, and he's going to be the winner in the boys' 13 and 14 100-yard backstroke. 111.85 unofficially. That's almost identical to the time that he turned in the preliminaries yesterday. The next event, event 33, is the girls' high school 100-yard backstroke. The field includes in lane 1 from Town and Country, Lisa Kelly. In lane 2 from Paddock, Beth Phelan. In lane 3 from Town and Country, Tanya Ledan. In lane 4 from Darnick, Diane Snyder. In lane 5 from Paddock, Laura Hopkins. And in lane 6 from Town and Country, Dee Dee Embry. And of course, whenever you see Tanya Ledan, look out.
You said 8 seconds ahead yesterday. I counted 10 this time.
Could be.
While they're getting in the water, let me give the results for event number 13. The girls 8 and under 100-yard medley relay. Town and Country first, Splash second, Atlantis third, Owensboro Country Club fourth, Paddock fifth, and Darnick was in sixth place on that one. In the boys 8 and under 100-yard medley relay, Atlantis, Paddock, Darnick, and Town and Country 1, 2, 3, 4. And Jerry, I think we're about ready for the start as all 6 swimmers are in to start out the back.
Girls high school 100-yard backstroke. Kelly, Phelan, Ledan, Snyder, Hopkins, and Embry. And they're ready to go. Good start.
Is this Diane Snyder's best stroke?
No, as a matter of fact, she's a breaststroker. Tanya Ledan, one of the last times Owensboro will ever see her compete in backstroke in this town. She's been a great one. I think Tanya would really like to set a record in this as her way to leave this town.
Well, she holds the record. Set last year in the city swim meet.
That's right. I think she may have gone a little bit easy in the trials yesterday, kind of saving up some for today.
What's available to a swimmer in the way of scholarships and this sort of thing, Kelly?
Well, first of all, a coach is going to look for somebody who's strong academically, too. They know that swimming places very rigid demands on somebody's time schedule when they're in college. So they want to offer scholarships to people who they know can handle the academic rigors of college as well as a tough athletic schedule as well. Tanya will be on scholarship this fall.
And swimming has done it for her.
And here she
right.
goes. Look at this.
A little bit off of her record pace. 105.95 unofficially, a couple seconds off of her best.
She has some other competition to do today, and she breezed home the winner in the girls high school 100-yard backstroke. We'll check the time officially a little bit later. The next event is event number 34. That's boys high school 100-yard backstroke. The field includes from Town and Country, Mike Owsley, and from Splash in lane 2, Andrew Chung. In lane 3 from Darnick, Brian Keller. Lane 4 from Town and Country, Brad Schmee. Lane 5 from Atlantis is Heath Hamilton. And lane 6 from Splash is Kurt Coombs.
As the boys get in the water, let me give you the results from the girls 10 and under 100-yard medley relay. Atlantis, Town and Country, Darneck, Splash, Owensboro Country Club, and Panic, 1 through 6 position there. And 1 through 6 position, the boys 10 and under 100-yard medley relay went to Darneck, Country Club, Town and Country, Panic, Splash, and Atlantis.
Housley, Chung, Keller, Schmid, Hamilton, and Coombs. This is the boys' high school 100-yard backstroke.
We have Brian Keller here in lane 3. He should run away with this pretty easily.
Since they're going 100 yards, let me see if I can get some of these other official results as we've gotten them in. Event 17, which was the girls 11 and 12 100-yard medley relay. First place went to Town and Country, Splash, Country Club, Darneck, Atlantis, and Panic. And the boys 11 and 12 100-yard medley relay.
Brian Keller moving solidly into first place, 27 flat for his first 50.
Ooh. Let's see, the
He
boys.
could very well set a record here, which I believe he set last year.
We said Splash, Town and Country, Darneck, Country Club, Panic, and Atlantis in that.
Go ahead.
It's kind of tough when we have 4 of us trying to do it here, Kelly. You're doing a fine job. Just ignore me.
Jump in.
Okay, Keller coming in here, last year's record 59 flat, which he set. He's going to be well under record pace. Coming in, Brian Keller, unofficially 58 flat, broke his record by nearly a second.
And in lane 4, it looks like coming in will be Brad Schmid, but Brian Keller, the apparent winner, boys high school 100-yard backstroke in record time. That was event number 34. Event number 35 is going to be the girls 8 and under 25-yard breaststroke. The field will include in lane 1 from Owensboro Country Club, Beth Ludwizak. In lane 2 from Town and Country, Emily Ebelhair. In lane 3 from Town and Country, Whitney Miller. Lane 4 from Atlantis, Jessia Lee. In lane 5 from Splash, Tammy Price. And in lane 6 from the Owensboro Country Club, Candace Turner.
41 and 42, the boys and girls 13 and 14, 100-yard breaststroke, first call.
Okay, girls 13, 14, 100-yard medley relay. Let me give the results of this real quick. We had, let's see, Splash, Town and Country, Owensboro Country Club, Atlantis, Panic, and Darneck. These are the official results, even though you've seen these races earlier. In the event number 20, boys 13, 14, 100-yard medley relay, the winners were Splash, Atlantis, Panic, Town and Country, Darneck, and the Country Club. In event number 21, I've lost event 21. There it is. It was the girls' high school 200-yard medley relay. You saw Splash, Town and Country, Darneck, Panic, Atlantis, and the Country Club. And the boys' high school 200-yard medley relay, that was the long one you saw. Splash, Town and Country, Darneck, Atlantis, Panic, and the Country Club. And I think I'm just about clean. No, I'm not. I get them
You just
caught
about
up.
get caught up.
Okay, in the event number 23, which are girls 6 and under 25-yard backstroke, Christine Coy of Panic set a brand new record set today of 25.679. That is a new city record. Misty Knoll, Country Club second. Neely Thomas, Panic. Kate Carruthers, Country Club. Crystal Waniger, Darneck, and Mary Jones of Splash, your first through 6 positions. And the boys 6 and under 25-yard backstroke, Kyle Roby set a new record today for Darneck. He 26.103. Matt Abel, Darneck, was right behind him at 25.161. The new record, by the way, for Kyle Roby was 24.661. Jake Sparks, Atlantis, Blake Lamar, Atlantis, Ricky Ebelhair, and for Town and Country, and Adam Heck, Town and Country, your next 5 finishers.
They're in the water, girls 8 and under 25-yard breaststroke.
We've got Whitney Miller here from Town and Country, one of the best breaststrokers this town has ever seen. She could set a new record here. She's running away with it. She may break 20 seconds.
And as Yogi Berra once said, she's got her entire future ahead of her.
She sure does.
20.04. Unofficially, that would be a record for Whitney Miller and the girls 8 and under 25-yard breaststroke.
She looks super in there.
Boys 8 and under 25-yard breaststroke. The field includes in lane 1 from Town and Country, Sam Younger. In lane 2 from Atlantis, Bobby Zerner. In lane 3 from Town and Country, Rick Raymond. In lane 4 from Atlantis, Ryan Montgomery. In lane 5 from Paddock, Bo Alexander. And in lane 6 from Paddock, Nathan Waniger.
Timers ready? Quiet for the start, please. 1 length breaststroke, boys.
This is the boys 8 and under 25-yard breaststroke. Watch Rick Raymond in lane 3. He had the quick time, but just barely. Everybody else within a second or so in this field. This could be one of the tightest races of the day.
I would say so. Strong field of breaststrokers here.
They're all right together.
Fatal mistake looking at your competition there.
Rick Raymond Rick Raymond leaps out of the water. He was a happy young man from Town and Country. What did you have?
Unofficially, a 20.9. That's significantly faster than they went yesterday. Those little boys got excited about swimming here
That's going to be close to a record. Event number 37 will be the girls 10 and under, 50-yard breaststroke. The field includes, in lane 1 from Splash, Rocky Hatton. In lane 2 from Atlantis, Andrea Ambrose. Lane 3 from Owensboro Country Club, Jane Hess. Lane 4 from Atlantis, Mackenzie Helm. Lane 5 from Town and Country, Brooke Berry. And lane 6 from Darnick, Courtney Sears. The quick time, Jane Hess in lane 3, 42.385. But also at 42 and change, Andrea Ambrose and Mackenzie Helm. So this could be a photo.
I think so. Jane Hess has been the fastest breaststroker in the girls 10 and under division in Owensboro this summer. I'm a little surprised that the other two girls, Mackenzie and Andrea, are that close to her. But then again, anything could happen. These kids get fired after this meet.
Jane Hess in lane 3, Owensboro Country Club, but she should be challenged. In fact, looking at those times from yesterday, she could be challenged by any of the 5 other young ladies in this one. Girls 10 and under, 50-yard breaststroke. They're at the mark. There they go.
Jane Hess a little bit late off the start there. She's going to have some distance to make up. Brooke Berry out in first in lane 5 from Town and Country. She got a good start.
How do the electronic pads work on scoring?
They're activated by the starter. Actually, when he pushes the button on his microphone, that activates the electronic timing system. And then, of course, when somebody comes in at the end, they have to touch real hard in order to stop the time from running. We've got a close one here, folks. Brooke Berry, lane 5. Jane Hess from Owensboro Country Club coming up, too. Mackenzie Helm.
We got a 3-way photo.
It's going to be Brooke Berry from Town and Country, lane 5. Town and Country sure needed those points there. 40.1 the official time. That was a lot faster than yesterday also.
A big win by Brooke Berry, Town and Country, the apparent winner, girls 10 and under 50-yard breaststroke. Event number 38 of the boys 10 and under 50-yard breaststroke. The field includes in lane 1 from Darnick, Eric Sears. Lane 2 from Splash, John Hicks. Lane 3 from Darnick, Ryan Masenic. Lane 4 from Paddock, Trent Thomas. Lane 5 from Town and Country, Eddie Tabor. And lane 6 from Owensboro Country Club, Bill Hess. And they're on the blocks.
Ryan Masenic earlier today won the freestyle in the backstroke. So he's going for his 3rd win here. He was second in everything he swam here last year. Always the bridesmaid, but this year it's his turn to shine.
2 lengths full, boys. Swimmers, take your mark.
Ryan Masenic, quick time in this one, 43.207.
Off to a good start. Lane 5 looks pretty strong. Eddie Tabor from Town and Country may go into the turn in first. And he does. It's close between Eddie Tabor and Ryan Masenic.
Tabor's time was 3 seconds slower in the prelims yesterday.
Now Masenic is coming back strong.
Good turn.
It's kind of funny when you see the kids looking around like this. We always tell them that we'll tell them what happens afterwards. Just get in there and swim. But they're so anxious to know how they're doing while they're in there.
Ryan Masenic. He's the winner of the unofficial time, 42.74. A little quicker than he had yesterday, a little faster than the record, or a little slower than the record.
I noticed Daddy Masenic was over there saying, "What happened? Why did you look?" He's over there in the blue shorts, and he just gets, "What in the world were you doing?" Well, Dad, I was looking.
Event number 39 is the girls 11 and 12-year-old 50-yard breaststroke. The field includes in lane 1 from Owensboro Country Club, Lee Bowen. Lane 2 from Atlantis, Erica Lamar. Lane 3 from Splash, Jamie Mueller. Lane 4 from Town and Country, Jenny Gregson. Lane 5 from Town and Country, Leanne Presser. And lane 6 from Splash, Sarah Jones. Keep an eye on lane 3, Jamie Mueller.
We may see a record fall here. Talked to Jamie earlier today, who said she really wanted this one in particular today. Feeling very strong about her breaststroke right now.
Tanya Ladan holds the record, 34.310. Remember those numbers, 34.310. Jamie was 35.375 in the prelims yesterday.
Jamie's definitely on record pace here. Doesn't really have anybody to push her. She's racing the clock right now.
It's difficult to set a record without any pressure from anyone. To go against a clock, very difficult to set a record. I don't think she'll make it. 35.16, 35.16, just a shade off the record. Tanya Ladan, 34.310. But Jamie, the impressive winner here in the 11 and 12-year-old 50-yard breaststroke.
Of course, our time is unofficial, and we do want to let everybody know that possibly, but it looks doubtful.
Yeah, I get kind of excited sometimes, too, when I'm holding the stopwatch. I always want the kids to go fast.
Event number 40 is the boys' 11 and 12-year-old 50-yard breaststroke. The field includes from Splash in lane 1, Gilmore Chung, and lane 2 from Splash, Kevin Hatton. Lane 3 from Darnick is Chad Masinick. Lane 4 from Splash, Greg Price. Lane 5 from Town and Country, Matt Shrewsbury. Lane 6 from Splash, Chad Logston. The quick time is 34.132, Chad Masinick. He also holds the record.
Right, and you need to know that Chad Masinick broke a record that belonged to Nathan Hobbs. So you're seeing somebody who's coming up right on Nathan Hobbs' heels.
Okay, we'll keep our eye on lane 3, Chad Masinick of Darnick. And he's getting some competition there from Greg Price, as you'd expect. But romping home winner, Chad Masinick, first from Darnick unofficially. The time 34.45. It's going to be very, very close to the record. Unofficial time, Chad Masinick, the winner. The next event will be the girls' 13 and 14-year-old 100-yard breaststroke. The field includes in lane 1 from Splash, Chrissy McClary. Lane 2 from Paddock, Chrissy Geyer. Lane 3 from Darnick, Tanya Miller. Lane 4 from Town and Country is Eve Bamberger. Lane 5 from Splash, Jennifer Hargan. And lane 6 from Atlantis is Amy Burkle.
We have sort of an unknown in here, Tanya Miller, having qualified first over some of the kids that swim all year long. Tanya, of course,
and there you go.
in the summertime. See if she can do well against the rest of the field here.
Quick time is 1:21.415 with Tanya Miller of Darnick. And she's in lane 3, and she's out in front early.
It's got to be tough when you only swim in the summertime. You don't have a winter swim program when the other kids do.
That's right. There's been some criticism levied against it for that reason. What is the purpose of the league? Is it for these kids that only swim 10 weeks out of the year, or is it just another arena for the year-round swimmers to shine in?
Of course, it's the girls' 13 and 14-year-old 100-yard breaststroke. It's 4 laps of this 25-yard pool, and they're halfway through, and out in front, as expected, is Tanya Miller.
Let's give the results here real quick to event number 25, which was girls' 8 and under 25-yard backstroke. Tammy Price set a new record here today of 19.966 and won it for Splash. Beth Ludwizak, Country Club, Whitney Miller, Town and Country, Kelly Curran, Darnick, Jessica Poole, Paddock, and Mia Masinick, Darnick, your next 5 finishers. And here we go for the finish of this race, and looks like maybe we might have a race here for what? Third place.
Third place between Jennifer Hargan of Splash and Chrissy Geyer from Paddock.
Finishing 1-2 will be Tanya Miller of Darnick and Eve Bamberger of Town and Country. Tanya Miller, the winner, unofficially. We don't have an unofficial time. The time in the prelim for Tanya was 1:21.415.
Well, waiting for the girls to get out of the pool, let's give you the results. Boys 8 and under 25-yard backstroke. Ryan Montgomery of Atlantis was first, and Nathan Waniger, Paddock, Ryan Gates, Darnick, Bo Alexander, Paddock, Sam Younger, Town and Country, and Bobby Zerner, Atlantis.
We've reached the halfway point. This is event number 42. We have 84 events. Boys 13 and 14 100-yard breaststroke. Lane 1 from Town and Country is Scott Settle. Lane 2 from Paddock, Stephen Delaney. Lane 3 from Splash, Nathan Hobbs. Lane 4 from Atlantis, Jason Pickrell. Lane 5 from Atlantis, Jeremiah Johnson. And lane 6 from Paddock is Chris Bell.
This is Nathan Hobbs in lane 3. This year's state champion in breaststroke for 12-year-old boys. Also, hopefully nationally ranked. He qualified for consideration for national ranking this winter. He looks smooth out there.
He's almost 10 seconds quicker in the prelims from his closest challenger.
That doesn't surprise me a bit. He's got a beautiful stroke.
But right now, Nathan Hobbs in lane 3, and who's running pretty strong here in lane 2 is Stephen Delaney.
Well, not only speed counts in something like this, but you also have your stamina, because 100 yards is a pretty good way to swim.
That's true. That's where endurance comes into play here. A lot of people can swim one length of the pool pretty fast, but when you get older and you have to swim these longer distances, of course, it takes more training to be able to hold on in these longer races.
In a distant second is Jason Pickrell behind Nathan Hobbs. Nathan Hobbs opened up in a big lead here in the 100-yard breaststroke, the boys 13 and 14-year-old 100 breast.
Jerry, what's your time in a 100-yard free?
They used to time me with a calendar rather than a stopwatch.
Nathan was 1:15.81 unofficially, a little bit faster than yesterday's preliminary time.
The first event of the second half of the meet is event number 43. As I said, we have 84 events in the 1989 Owensboro swim meet. It's the girls' high school 100-yard breaststroke. The field includes in lane 1 from Splash, Kimberly Chung. Lane 2 from Town and Country, Lisa Kelly. Lane 3 from Town and Country, Tanya Ledan. Lane 4 from Darnick, Diane Snyder. Lane 5 from Town and Country, Dee Dee Embry. And lane 6 from Town and Country is Amy Lyons.
You just said Town and Country 4 times in the last breath. They've got 4 swimmers in here. So it's going to be a big point event for Town and Country. Darnick has 1 swimmer, Diane Snyder, a strong breaststroker. Tanya
Ledan, of course, the one to watch in this girls high school 100-yard breaststroke. Her quick time yesterday, 1:17.958, 2 seconds quicker than Diane Snyder of Darnick. So we'll watch lanes 3 and 4 very closely.
I think this will be a close race here. Tanya has never really thought of herself as a breaststroker before, although this winter she did a super job in it. And Diane is into the turn, neck and neck with Tanya. Tanya up a little bit faster than Diane.
Close. That is close.
These two are best of friends also. Fierce competitors in the water, but good friends out of the water.
Boy, this is going to be the stamina test for both these young ladies.
That's
they know.
True, and I think we might even get close to a record in this one. These girls are pushing each other.
Who is this strange woman on the side of the pool screaming? Who is it?
And they're right there together.
Diane Snyder into the last turn first from Darnick.
And Tanya Ledan from
Town and Country.
Wow, watch this.
It's going to come down to the finish. Diane Snyder looking strong.
Can she catch her? It's Snyder. Snyder and Ledan. Snyder and Ledan.
It'll be Snyder from Darnick.
And it is. What a race. That was beautiful. Diane Snyder of Darnick, 1:13.44. Unofficially, that would be a record, and we'll await the official results. Tanya Ledan second. Diane Snyder, the winner. An apparent record time in the girls' high school 100-yard breaststroke. The next event will be the boys' high school 100-yard breaststroke in lane 1 from Town and Country, Brad Schmid. Lane 2 from Splash is Kurt Coombs. Lane 3 from Darnick, Brian Keller. Lane 4 from Splash, Andrew Chung. Lane 5 from Town and Country, Mike Owsley. And lane 6 from Atlantis is Heath Hamilton.
3 boys pretty close together in this race. Coombs, Keller, and Chung. All of them, I believe, swim for Davis County High School.
Keller with 1:10.081 yesterday, and Kurt Coombs and Andrew Chung 1:11 and change, so it could be a tight one here. Brian Keller, the one to watch in the middle. Good start. Ooh, did he zip away on the start?
Yeah, Keller got out well there. I think Andrew Chung and Kurt may push Brian here.
We're going 100
Chung
yards.
and
That's 4
Keller
laps.
first into the turn, virtually tied.
We've got 3 of them
Chung,
tight.
Keller, and Coombs. It's anybody's race here.
We reached the halfway point, and it's too close to call at this point.
Andrew Chung had a slight lead, but Keller picks it up on the turn.
And this final turn going to be so crucial.
As you said before, Jerry, it's going to come down to the endurance here.
Grueling breaststroke. Boy, that's when it starts hurting. You got to really gut it up on this one. Oh, boy. Watch this.
Look at this. Look at this. Man.
Oh, they're still neck and neck.
You want some races. There's your races. Now, Brian has more experience. Oh.
Keller stretches into the finish for first place, unofficially 107.42.
What a finish. What a finish that would be on that. Unofficially, 107.42. That couple of seconds off the record, but about 3 seconds quicker than he turned it in the preliminaries. Event number 45 will be the girls 8 and under 25-yard butterfly.
Does the experience have anything to do with something like that, where Brian has a lot of experience in competition with the reaching?
I think so. Brian's been taught to do that, to really stretch into the finish. I also think you saw a training difference there. Brian's been training very hard all summer. Andrew has been training, but just not as many practices a week.
Right.
But that certainly was a great race.
They're taking a little bit of a break right now, and I tell you what, while they do that, give me a chance to catch up on some of these official scorings. Now, of course, you've already seen these races, and for the most part, you know what they are, but we do want to go ahead and let you know that these are official right now. In the girls 10 and under, 50-yard backstroke, Brooke Berry with Town and Country, about 2 seconds, about a second and a half off the record of that, but she won the event for Town and Country with 35.012. Andrea Ambrose for Atlantis, then Karen Mudge for Atlantis, second and third. Jane Hess took fourth place for the Country Club. Splashes Heather Woolley for Splash, and Courtney Lindo for Darneck was in sixth place. That's in the girls 10 and under 50-yard backstroke. And in the boys 10 and under 50-yard backstroke, Ryan Masinek Darneck at a 37.092 was just about a second off Brian Keller's 36.910. That was set by Brian back in 73. That was the record. But Ryan Masinek did win for Darneck with 37.092. Trent Thomas Paddock in second place, and Adam Augenstein Country Club in third. Darneck's Eric Sears fourth. Bill Hess for the Country Club in fifth, and Joseph Boswell for Darneck in sixth. So Darneck had three swimmers in that event. That's the boys 10 and under 50-yard backstroke. In other events, let me give you two a break while I run through all these. In event number 29, girls 11 and 12 50-yard backstroke, Jamie Mueller with Splash at 33.123. Leanne Presser, Town and Country, Darneck's Mandy Keller in third place. Elizabeth Stander, the Country Club in fourth. Then Town and Country Sarah Logston in fifth, and Jenny Gregson with Town and Country in sixth. Again, Town and Country has three swimmers in the top six positions. And that's what it takes to win swim meets. Event number 30, in the boys 11 and 12 50-yard breaststroke, Robbie Lyons for Town and Country with 35.892, 5 seconds off Brian Keller's record, but was good enough to win for Robbie. Jason Thomas for Atlantis third, splashes Greg Price fourth, Kevin Hatton splash fifth, Chad Masinek Darneck sixth, and splashes Ryan Adams in the sixth position. In the girls 1400-yard backstroke, Chrissy Geyer Paddock with a 19.826. 19.826 was the winner. Splashes Jennifer Hargan second, Eve Bamberger with Town and Country third, Kate Hess Country Club fourth, Tanya Miller for Darneck in fifth, and Christy McClary for Splash in sixth. In the event number 32, which was the boys 13-14-year-old 100-yard breaststroke, Brian Keller set the record for this in '86 with a 1:01, 10 seconds slower, but good enough to win the race today. Nathan Hobbs for Splash at 1:11.50. Jason Pickrell, Atlantis, 1:22. Jeremiah Johnson for Atlantis, third place. Adam Roach for Darneck in fourth. Chris Bell for Paddock in fifth, and Jared Craig for Darneck in sixth. Jerry?
You're watching the 1989 Owensboro City Swim Meet from the Splash Swim Center, and we'll be back with more action of the swim meet on Cable Channel 2 after this timeout.
All timers, please report to your position.
Back at the Splash Swim Club, I'm Jerry Burge, along with Kelly Lavely, and we've just taken a brief intermission in the 1989 Owensboro City Swim Meet. Before we give you an update on the latest standings, and we've just passed the halfway point, we do have some official results we haven't had an opportunity to give thus far. Event number 32 is the boys 13 and 14 100-yard backstroke. Atlantis, the winner of that event. Event number 33 was the girls high school 100-yard backstroke. The winner, Tanya Ladan, with a time of 106.317. Diane Snyder was second. Beth Phelan was third. Event 34 was the boys high school 100-yard backstroke. Brian Keller of Darneck, the winner, 59.714. Came very, very close, just fractions under or above his own record. Brad Schmid of Town and Country was second. Andrew Chung was third. Event number 35 was the girls 8 and under 25-yard breaststroke. The winner was Whitney Miller of Town and Country with a record 20.377. Jessie Lee of Atlantis was second. Emily Ebelhair of Town and Country was third. And we'll catch up with some other results in a minute because we're ready to go. This is event number 45, girls 8 and under 25-yard butterfly. Candace Turner in lane 1 from Owensboro Country Club. Beth Ludzowak are Ludwigzak of Owensboro Country Club, Tammy Price, Whitney Miller, Jessie Lee, and Kathy Chelgren, and boy, they're almost in there already.
There goes Tammy Price again for her third individual win for the day. We don't have an official time on her. Whitney Miller from Town and Country in second. And it looks like lane 6, Kathy Shelgren in third place from Town and Country.
That was Tammy Price, a winner, girls 8 and under 25-yard butterfly. Whenever I say winner and times, these are all unofficial, of course. Sometime we'll have an unofficial time for you. And, of course, the winners that we've mentioned are unofficial. Event number 46 is the boys 8 and under 25-yard butterfly in lane 1 from Atlantis, Bobby Zerner. Lane 2 in Paddock is Bo Alexander. Lane 3 from Atlantis, Ryan Montgomery. Lane 4 from Paddock, Nathan Weininger. Lane 5 from Town and Country, Rick Raymond. Lane 6 from Owensboro Country Club, Richard Hartsong.
You see, Ryan Montgomery has qualified 3 seconds ahead of the rest of the field on this. He won the freestyle earlier today, but it looks like lane 4, Nathan Weininger. These two boys have been going at it all day. It looks like an upset here. It comes down to the finish. It's Nathan Weininger from Paddock in lane 4.
That was very, very close.
Unofficially a time of 19.33. That's a lot faster for Nathan today.
And Nathan Weininger, unofficially the winner, boys 8 and under 25-yard butterfly. Event number 47 is the girls 10 and under 50-yard butterfly. The field includes in lane 1 from Atlantis, Andrea Ambrose. In lane 2, Owensboro Country Club, Jane Hess. Lane 3 from Town and Country, Brooke Berry. Lane 4 from Darnick, Lindsay Abel. Lane 5 from Atlantis, Amy Zerner. And lane 6 from Town and Country, Kristen Heck.
In the first 3 lanes here again, you've got Ambrose, Hess, and Berry, some of the top competitors in the girls 10 and under field in the state this summer. Look to Berry to be strong. She upset Hess earlier in the breaststroke and solidly won the backstroke and freestyle races. But Ambrose and Hess will give Berry a run for her money in this also.
Brooke Berry, 38.113 in the prelims yesterday. We'll keep an eye on her in lane 3. Ambrose, Hess, Berry, Abel, Zerner, and Heck. Girls 10 and under, 50-yard butterfly, and they're in the water.
Lindsay Abel shouldn't be counted out either from Darnick in lane 4. Brooke Berry taking the lead early. Andrea Ambrose on the outside in lane 1. Brooke Berry into the turn first, and it's Ambrose in second from Atlantis in lane 1.
Good-looking style, Brooke Berry in lane 3, opening up a big lead, as expected. She was 2 seconds quicker in the prelim. She's going to finish at least that, if not more, in first place in the girls 10 and under 50-yard butterfly, 35.55 unofficially. 3 seconds quicker than yesterday. Brooke Berry of Town and Country, the apparent winner in the girls 10 under 50-yard butterfly. Boys 10 and under 50-yard butterfly. The field includes in lane 1 from Owensboro Country Club, Bill Hess. Lane 2 from Paddock, Trent Thomas. Lane 3 from Darnick, Ryan Masenic. Lane 4 from Owensboro Country Club, John Hess. Lane 5 from Owensboro Country Club, Adam Augenstein. And lane 6 from Paddock, Aaron Dant, and they're ready to go.
And it's a good start. Ryan Masenic, defending state champion in this event, shouldn't have too much of a problem here. He has a beautiful stroke, as you see.
Masenic's quick time yesterday, 33.117. That is a record.
Lane 5, Adam Augenstein in second place, had only qualified in 4th going into the finals today. Masenic looking to better his record that he established yesterday.
Ryan way out in front, ready to hit the wire. 33.01, and that would be a little bit quicker, improving on the record for the boys 10 and under 50-yard butterfly. Of course, that time is unofficial. Ryan Masenic, the apparent winner, boys 10 and under 50-yard butterfly. Event number 49 is a girls 11 and 12-year-old 50-yard butterfly. The field includes in lane 1 from Paddock, Tiffany Strong. Lane 2 from Owensboro Country Club, Elizabeth Stanley. Lane 3 from Splash, Jamie Mueller. Lane 4 from Town and Country, Leanne Presser. Lane 5 from Owensboro Country Club, Lee Bowen. And lane 6 from Town and Country, Danielle Shepard.
Mueller in lane 3, state record holder in this event.
She'll be looking at Tanya Ledan's record of 27.830, set in 1984. Jamie's quick time in the prelims, 30.769. That's Jamie Mueller in lane 3. Instructions being shouted out. Be 2 laps. They're close together.
Mueller was just a little bit slow off the blocks. Leanne Presser next to her in lane 4 from Town and Country, hoping to come in at least second. Mueller's out quick. Needs to come back strong to try to break that record of 27.8 set by Tanya Ledan.
It's going to be hard pressed. But she's going to zip home winner as expected. 29.33 the unofficial time. Jamie Mueller a splash, the winner in the girls 11 and 12-year-old 50-yard butterfly. Event number 50, the boys 11 and 12-year-old 50-yard butterfly. The field includes in lane 1 from Town and Country, Robbie Lyons. In lane 2 from Town and Country, Matt Shrewsbury. Lane 3 from Splash, Greg Price. Lane 4 from Darnick, Chad Masinik. Lane 5 from Atlantis, Jason Thomas. And lane 6 from Splash, Kevin Hatton. Lyons, Shrewsbury, Price, Masinik, Thomas, and Hatton, and they're in the water.
There's only a 1/10 of a second separating Price and Masinik from the prelims yesterday. Masinik's off to a quick start.
Masinik's in lane 4, Price in lane 3. Keep an eye on him.
Price into the turn first, picked up some on that first 25. Price coming on strong. Masinik close back in second place. Matt Shrewsbury from Town and Country holding third.
A very, very impressive performance here by Greg Price.
Brother of Tammy Price, who earlier won the girls 8 and under butterfly. Greg's time, 31.62.
Knocked a couple seconds off his quick time of last night. Greg Price, the apparent winner, boys 11 and 12-year-old 50-yard butterfly. Event number 51 is a girls 13 and 14-year-old 100-yard butterfly. The field includes in lane 1 from Atlantis, Carrie Fulton. Lane 2 from Paddock, Chrissy Geyer. Lane 3 from Splash, Jennifer Hargan. Lane 4 from Owensboro Country Club, Kate Hess. Lane 5 from Darnick, Tanya Miller. And lane 6 from Atlantis, Amy Burkle. Fulton, Geyer, Hargan, Hess, Miller, and Burkle. Girls 13 and 14-year-old 100-yard butterfly.
Look for Hess and Hargan to be strong in this. These two always seem to be battling it out to establish themselves as the fastest flyers in the town of Owensboro.
Hargan had the quick time in the prelims, 111.294. Hess just a shade behind at 112.052.
Hargan into the turn first. Kate Hess back in second, but coming on strong going into the halfway point in this race. This is 4 lengths to the pool of butterfly.
Jennifer Hargan. Boy, right there, she's being challenged.
It's going to be close. Neither one of these girls likes to lose. Good competitors. They push each other to fast times. Hargan into the last turn, ahead of Hess.
You got a good shove off the wall.
And it's going to be Hargan if she can hold on, but here comes Hess again. She's looking over at Jennifer.
Trying for that extra kick, but it just isn't there. And it's going to be Jennifer Hargan, the winner of the girls 13 and 14-year-old 100-yard butterfly, unofficially 109.03. Moving quickly on to event number 52, that's the boys 13 and 14-year-old 100-yard butterfly. The field includes in lane 1 from Atlantis, Jeremiah Johnson. Lane 2 from Paddock, Stephen Delaney. In lane 3 from Splash, Nathan Hobbs. In lane 4 from Atlantis, Jason Pickrell. Lane 5 from Darnick, Jared Craig. And lane 6 from Town and Country, Ryan Goldtree.
There's nearly 20 seconds separating Hobbs from the rest of the field on this. The question is, can Nathan push himself to do a good time even when nobody else is pushing him in there? He's racing the clock virtually in this one.
He knows, everyone knows he's going to win this race. There's no question about that.
Right.
It's a case of the time or if he'd want to conserve himself.
2 swimmers from Atlantis in here, lane 1, Jeremiah Johnson and Jason Pickrell in lane 4. A chance for Atlantis to pick up some points.
Nathan Hobbs, as expected, just cruising along. He's just taking it easy.
In event 43, the girls high school 100 breaststroke. The finishers were 6, Amy Lyons, Town and Country.
Nathan Hobbs This is the boys' 13 and 14-year-old 100-yard butterfly. The record under a minute. It's 59.60. Brian Keller set 2 years ago. Nathan Hobbs' best time in the prelims yesterday, 109.264.
We have a close race for third place going on here between Dunlaney of Paddock, Pickerel of Atlantis, and Craig of Darneck.
In lane 4, going to apparently finish second will be Jason Pickerel. Nathan Hobbs has already hit the wire at 108.90. An easy victory for Nathan Hobbs. And the boys' 13 and 14-year-old coming in second will be Jason Pickerel in lane 4. As you said, there's a battle for third, but it looks like it's going to be Jeremiah Johnson in lane 1 finishing third. That's the way they finish in the boys' 13 and 14-year-old 100-yard butterfly. The next event will be event number 53, the girls' high school 100-yard butterfly. The field includes in lane 1 from Town and Country, Julie Worth. Lane 2 from Town and Country, Lisa Kelly. Lane 3 from Town and Country, Tanya Ledan. Lane 4 from Town and Country is Dee Dee Embry. Lane 5 from Darnick, Diane Snyder. And lane 6 from Paddock is Laura Hopkins. And this ought to be a point getter for Town and Country. 4
girls in here. It's hard to match that kind of a point totaling that they're going to get in this event here.
Tanya Ledan, 106.833 in the prelim. She holds the record in this event. 104.173 set last year. Tanya, 106.833, and again, she won't be too hard pressed. She's got 10, 11 seconds on everybody else in the field. This will be 4 laps, 100-yard butterfly, and Tanya, very confident, I'm sure, going into this race. And again, it's going to be a case if she can swim against the clock and at least challenge her own record. Very difficult to do.
But I think Diane Snyder might move up a few places in here in lane 5. Trying to take some points away from this Town and Country field. Tanya off to a quick lead in here.
Already making the turn. Here she comes in the second of 4 laps. Tanya Ledan, the girls' high school 100-yard butterfly.
And it's close for second place between Dee Dee Embry of Town and Country in lane 4. Next to her, Diane Snyder, lane 5. Embry moving more into second place, leaving the others behind. The battle may be for third. Tanya out in front.
Dee Dee Embry pretty comfortable there in second place, but we do have a battle going on for third. That's Diane Snyder, I think, in lane 5. Lane 1 and 2 right up there, challenging for third. Julie Worth and Lisa Kelly. And look at Tanya go.
Tanya may get in under her record time.
We're looking at 104.173 on the record. What you got?
Unofficially, 104.81.
It's going to be close, very close for the record. Tanya Ledan, as expected, the winner. Coming in second is Dee Dee Embry. Third looks like lane 1, Town and Country's Julie Worth. That's unofficial, of course. We'll have the official results as soon as they are available. Tanya Ledan, the winner, girls high school 100-yard butterfly. Next event number 54 is the boys high school 100-yard butterfly. The field includes in lane 1 from Town and Country, Mike Owsley. Lane 2 from Atlantis, Heath Hamilton. Lane 3 from Darnick is Brian Keller. Lane 4 from Splash, Andrew Chung. Lane 5 from Town and Country, Brad Schmid. Lane 6 from Splash is Kurt Coombs. Owsley, Hamilton, Keller, Chung, Schmid, and Coombs. You know these guys.
Yeah, we sure do.
The one to watch, a quick time in the prelims, 102.761, of course, Brian Keller of Darnick. Closest challenger in the prelims, Andrew Chung, a Splash at 107 and change.
Keller qualified in 102 yesterday to be in first place in the middle lane with a time of 102, but he's 8 seconds off the record, although he might even try to get close to that record today. I'm not sure that he went his fastest yesterday. Brian Keller out in front.
This is the boys high school 100-yard butterfly. Brian Keller zipping to apparent victory in the 100 fly.
Lane 5, Brad Schmid in second. Close to him, Heath Hamilton, lane 2 from Atlantis. Hamilton in second place, lane 2. Keller coming in for the finish.
Brian Keller, romping home winner for Darnick in the boys high school 100-yard butterfly. We have it under a minute, 58.48. In lane 2 coming in is Heath Hamilton. Real battle for third place over there. It looks like it was Andrew Chung of Splash finishing third. Those results, of course, unofficial. The time unofficial. We'll have the official results for you as soon as we're able to give them to you. Event number 54. That was the boys high school 100-yard butterfly. The next event, number 55, is a girls 8 and under 50-yard freestyle. The field includes in lane 1 from Darnick, Kelly Kern. In lane 2 from Town and Country, Whitney Miller. Lane 3 from Splash, Tammy Price. Lane 4 from Owensboro Country Club, Beth Ludwizak. Lane 5 from Town and Country, Emily Ebelhair. And lane 6 from Darnick, Mia Masenik. Little guys at it again. Girls 8 and under 50-yard freestyle.
Tammy Price trying to get her 4th victory today. She won the butterfly and the backstroke and the 25-yard freestyle earlier. She's off to a solid first place. Close behind her, Whitney Miller from Town and Country in second.
Tammy Price, 35.401 in the preliminary. That is a record. And boy, she's sailing through the water again. Little Tammy Price from Splash, splashing through the water.
Trying to beat her a record that she set yesterday.
35.401. Is she going to get there? Seemed like she just slowed down a bit on the final stroke or two. 35.34. She knew she had it won, and she kind of put on the brakes a little bit early.
I think so.
It didn't look like that.
It does.
She was sailing, and she just suddenly realized she had it, and she took that little sigh of relief, and she had it won. Tammy Price, a winner, girls 8 and under 50-yard freestyle. And we'll be back with more from the Splash Swim Club. This is the 1989 Owensboro City Swim Meet.
Okay, boys, 8 and under, 50-yard freestyle.
Can you hold? Back at the Splash Swim Club, I'm Jerry Burge along with Kelly Labley. We're ready to go with the boys 8 and under 50-yard freestyle. In lane 1 from Darnick is Ryan Getz. In lane 2 from Owensboro Country Club, Richard Hartzog. In lane 3 from Paddock, Nathan Weiniger. Lane 4 from Atlantis is Ryan Montgomery. Lane 5 from Town and Country is Sam Younger. And lane 6 from Town and Country is Joe Younger. Boys 8 and under 50-yard freestyle, and they're in the water.
Weiniger and Montgomery have been going at it with each other all day. They've been exchanging victories here. Weiniger's out in first.
Weiniger had the quick time in yesterday's prelims, 38.694. Montgomery was 40.986, and they're going to battle in this one. Weiniger very impressively out in front right now.
Here comes lane 5. Sam Younger from Town and Country may pull an upset and come in second.
He's sitting pretty good for second. And Richard Hartzog is challenging here for third. And look at the guy in lane 1 zip it in at the end. That's Ryan Getz, and we're going to have to wait for the official results on that. But Nathan Weiniger is the winner. His time unofficially, somewhere around there, 37.21. Okay, that's unofficial, and that is a second or so off his prelim record. Event number 57 is the girls 10 and under 100-yard freestyle. In lane 1 from Town and Country is Carrie Law. Lane 2 Owensboro Country Club is Jane Hess. Lane 3 from Town and Country, Brooke Berry. Lane 4 from Atlantis, Andrea Ambrose. Lane 5 from Atlantis, Amy Zerner. And lane 6 from Town and Country is Kristen Heck. Law, Hess, Berry, Ambrose, Zerner, and Heck, they're ready to go. Girls 10 and under 100 free.
I'll put my money on Brooke Berry on this one. Jerry, she's already won 4 or 5 events today without much of an effort at all.
She had the quick time yesterday, 111.71, 4 seconds faster than her nearest challenger, Andrea Ambrose. That's Andrea in lane 4. The gal to watch is Brooke Berry.
Brooke solidly out in first place. Close race for second, Andrea Ambrose and Jane Hess.
As expected, it's going to be Brooke Berry. Of course, we're just at the halfway point right now. This is 100 yards.
Ooh, Berry, slow on the turn there.
Misjudged it?
Misjudged it a little bit, nearly missed the wall. Now, had she had done that, she would have just had to wait and drift back until her feet would touch the wall. If her feet didn't touch the wall, she would have been disqualified. And Ambrose is second going into the final turn. Carrie Law from Town and Country in third, but coming up on Ambrose in second. Here comes Brooke Berry into the finish.
Andrea Ambrose is going to finish second. Brooke Berry, as expected, is going to be the winner. Berry first, and Andrea Ambrose will be second, I believe, in lane 4. Brooke Berry with an unofficial time of 1:10.41. She's the apparent winner, girls 10 and under 100-yard freestyle. Event number 58 is the boys 10 and under 100-yard freestyle. The field includes in lane 1 from Owensboro Country Club, John Hess. Lane 2 from Paddock, Trent Thomas. Lane 3 from Darnick is Ryan Masinek. Lane 4 from Owensboro Country Club is Adam Augenstein. Lane 5 from Darnick is Eric Sears, and lane 6 from Owensboro Country Club is Bill Hess. They're in the water.
Again, Masinek should clean up in this one. He's won several events already today. I think the question is not whether or not he's going to win it. How fast can he do it? Can he break his record that he established yesterday of 103.70?
First call, event 65 and 66, the 8-member, 100-yard individual.
Close race again for second going on, and as we keep mentioning, it's not just the first that are going to determine the outcome of the final team scores today. It's going to be second through 6 being just as important. Masenek's out quick. A very determined young swimmer. Very competitive. Very good strokes. Trent Thomas in second place from Paddock.
That time of Masenek's yesterday, the record time of 103.701, 15 seconds faster than anybody else in this race. This is the boys 10 and under 100-yard free. The man we're watching is Ryan Masenek. And Ryan's going to breeze to victory. Another first for the Darnick Swim Club. There he goes.
Not quite as fast as yesterday. Unofficially 103.9. Again, that is unofficial. Trent Thomas coming in for second. And it'll be Adam Augenstein from the Owensboro Country Club in third.
Next event is event number 59, the girls 11 and 12-year-old 100-yard freestyle. The field includes in lane 1 from Town and Country, Sarah Chelgren. In lane 2, Owensboro Country Club, Lee Bowen. Lane 3 from Splash is Jamie Mueller. Lane 4 from Town and Country, Leanne Presser. Lane 5 from Darnick, Mandy Keller. And lane 6 from Owensboro Country Club, Elizabeth Stanley. It's Chelgren, Bowen, Mueller, Presser, Keller, and Stanley.
Without a doubt, this is Mueller's best event. Again, she's a little slow off the blocks there.
Her time yesterday, 1 minute and change, 1 minute 8:26, just a fraction behind the record Tanya Ladan set 5 years ago, 59.160, one of the older records in the book.
Right, they say records are meant to be broken. What's exciting about the future of swimming here in Owensboro is you see some younger swimmers, the Ryan Masenek's, Tammy Price's, coming up and beating the records of some of these kids who have already established themselves as great swimmers. Tanya Ladan, Jamie Mueller. Their records are being broken now by a lot of the younger kids who are coming up and swimming.
This is the 100-yard freestyle. Jamie Mueller.
Leanne Presser back in second place from Town and Country.
She's in lane 4. Lane 3, though. Jamie Mueller zipping home to victory in the girls 11 and 12, 100 free, and she kind of breezed in. 58.67, I think you had, didn't you? 58.67 unofficially, and that's going to shatter the record by more than a second, possibly. That's unofficial, and Jamie has to be happy with that performance.
Close race there for third. Ended up being Mandy Keller from Darnick, out-touching Sarah Chelgren.
Event number 60 is the boys 11 and 12-year-old 100-yard freestyle. The field includes in lane 1 from Town and Country, Clay Purdom. Lane 2, Town and Country, Robbie Lyons. Lane 3 from Darnick, Chad Masenek. Lane 4 from Splash, Greg Price. Lane 5 from Splash, Kevin Hatton. And lane 6 from Splash is Chad Logston. Purdom, Lyons, Masenek, Price, Hatton, and Logston. This is the boys 11 and 12-year-old 100-yard freestyle. Brian Keller holds the record, 57.890. They're in the water.
Price off to a good start there. Chad Masenek qualifying 3 seconds ahead of the rest of the field yesterday. Should be strong in this event. Price and Masenek into the turn first.
Robbie Lyons could be up there too. He's in lane 2. You want to keep an eye on him. He had a good time in the prelims yesterday, and that's the way they're running. And it's not too big a lead for Chad Masenek at this point, at the halfway point. They're close. I'm talking second and third.
Right, here comes
close.
Robbie Lyons also, as you called it, Jerry. Look for him to be strong at the finish also.
And making his final turn out in front will be Chad Masenek, but we'll watch Robbie Lyons and Greg Price battle for second place in this boys 11 and 12-year-old 100 freestyle.
Coming back, it's going to be Chad Masenik in first, Greg Price in second, Robbie Lyons in third.
And way over in lane 5 in fourth place will be Kevin Hatton. That's the way they finish unofficially. The time, 103.54 for Chad Masenik in the boys 11 and 12-year-old 100-yard freestyle. Event number 61 is a girls 13 and 14-year-old 100-yard free. The field includes in lane 1 from Town and Country, Eve Bamberger. In lane 2 from Owensboro Country Club, Kate Hess. Lane 3 from Splash is Jennifer Hargan. Lane 4 from Paddock is Christy Geyer. Lane 4 from Darnick is Tanya Miller. And lane 5 from Atlantis is Amy Burkle. So it's Bamberger, Hess, Hargan, Geyer, Miller, and Burkle. Girls 13 and 14-year-old 100 freestyle, and they're off. Jennifer Hargan, the best time in the prelims, 103.719. But look at this, right next to her, Kate Hess, 104.244. Chrissy Geyer, 104.052. So it could be a horse race.
Hargan and Hess into the turn first. Tanya Miller over there, lane 5 from Darnick. One of the surprises in summer club swimming this summer. She is not a year-round swimmer.
She's right up there.
Chrissy Geyer, paddock lane 4, picking it up now. All three girls into the turn at the same time.
Boy, they're tight. Very, very tight. In lanes 3, 4, and 5, it's Jennifer Hargan, Chrissy Geyer, and Tanya Miller. The turn's going to be crucial here. Who made the good one?
Chrissy Geyer, lane 4 from paddock. Jennifer Hargan, lane 3. But it's Geyer and Hargan and Miller all the way to the finish.
Close. Lane 4. Lane 4, it looks like it's going to be Chrissy Geyer. Is that the way you saw it?
That's the way that I saw it.
102, possibly 102.022. That's unofficial. Chrissy Geyer, the winner. A close one, unofficial winner, girls 13 and 14-year-old 100-yard freestyle. Event number 62 is a boys 13 and 14-year-old 100-yard freestyle. The field includes in lane 1 from Darnick, Jason Hubbs. Lane 2 from Paddock, Stephen Delaney. Lane 3 from Splash, Nathan Hobbs. Lane 4 from Atlantis, Jason Pickrell. Lane 5 from Atlantis, Jeremiah Johnson. And lane 6 from Town and Country, Ryan Goldtree. They're in the water.
Hobbs again. Look for him to be out in front. Lane 3 from Splash.
101.18 in the prelims. That's 8 seconds faster than his nearest challenger in lane 4, Atlantis' Jason Pickrell. Those times established last night in the prelims, and he's way out in front as he nears the halfway mark.
Nathan Hobbs first at the 50. Jason Pickrell from Atlantis in second, and Stephen Dunlaney back in third, but not too far off of second place. Here comes lane 5, Jeremiah Johnson from Atlantis.
So Nathan Hobbs, as expected, is going to romp home winner here in the boys 13 and 14-year-old 100-yard freestyle. Nathan Hobbs just breezed into victory, way ahead of the field. Going to be finishing second out there in lane 4, Jason Pickrell, and he's got a big lead. Boy, our official results are really piling up on us, but we'll wait for those distance races, and that gives us plenty to talk about later in our broadcast. There it is, Nathan Hobbs, the apparent winner in the boys 13 and 14-year-old 100 freestyle. We'll have the official results, of course, later. And we'll move right on now to the event number 63. It's a girls high school 100-yard freestyle. The field includes from Town and Country in lane 1, Dee Dee Embry. In lane 2 from Paddock, Beth Phelan. In lane 3 from Town and Country, Tanya Ledan. Lane 4 from Town and Country, Lisa Kelly. Lane 5 from Darnick, Diane Snyder. And lane 6 from Splash, Kimberly Chung. Embry, Phelan, Ledan, Kelly, Snyder, Chung. Some familiar names there.
This is an event that's not going to be as easy for Tanya to win, where she was so far ahead of everybody in the fly and the backstroke. She may have some people pushing her in this event.
Phelan, Kelly, and Snyder just 2 seconds and fractions behind her in the prelims yesterday. And Tanya certainly being challenged. Running strong in lane 2 is Beth Phelan.
Yes.
Beth Phelan is right there with her.
She is one of the very talented swimmers here that we have in Owensboro in the senior girls division. She's not a year-round swimmer. She swims for a high school team.
I'm sure you notice there how Tanya really gained some edge on the turn.
Right.
And it looks like Beth is beating her down the straightaway, you know, down from end to end. But on the turns is where Tanya is so strong. Of course, that's her experience. Right there,
Right.
they were neck and neck at the turn, but she just shot off the wall and is going to romp home the winner. And look at this battle for second. It's a three-way battle. Lane 4, maybe. And I think it was.
It was Lisa Kelly from Town and Country in lane 4, pulling out a close second place there.
Tanya Ladan, the winner, girls high school 100-yard freestyle. Let's move ahead to event number 64. It's the boys high school 100-yard freestyle. The field includes in lane 1 from Atlantis, Heath Hamilton. Lane 2 from Town and Country, Brad Schmid. Lane 3 from Darnick, Brian Keller. Lane 4 from Splash, Andrew Chung. Lane 5 from Town and Country, Mike Owsley. Lane 6 from Town and Country, Bobby Goebel. Boys high school 100 free. They're in the water.
I think Brian Keller would very much like to set the record in this. 49.33 is within his reach.
Keller 52.828. Eccleberry with the record 49, and Brian, and he could be pressed a little bit by Chung and Schmid here. Although he's really zipping away here.
Yeah, I think he's pretty hungry for this one. Out in 24.2 at the 50 mark. That may not quite be fast enough to establish a record here, but it's still going to be a good swim for Keller. Second place, we have Brad Schmid from Town and Country.
Right there you see Brian Keller just zipping to victory. Big win. In lane 2 is Brad Schmid. In lane 4 will be Andrew Chung. That's unofficial, 50.76. He came close within a second or so, and it's Brian Keller, the winner of the boys high school 100-yard freestyle. Back to the youngsters here. Event number 65, girls 8 and under 100-yard individual medley. The field includes in lane 1 from Owensboro Country Club, Beth Ludwizak. Lane 2 from Town and Country, Emily Ebelhair. Lane 3 from Splash, Tammy Price. Lane 4 from Town and Country, Whitney Miller. Lane 5 from Atlantis, Jessia Lee. And lane 6 from Darnick, Mia Masinik.
Quiet to start, please. Swimmers, take your mark.
Again, Tammy Price going for her 5th win today. She qualified significantly faster than the rest of the field here. 15 seconds separating her from second place. She takes out the butterfly pretty strong. That's one of her best strokes, and we go into backstroke now. Whitney Miller from Town and Country in second place. Jessica Lee from Atlantis, lane 5.
Boy, Tammy's zipping way out in front, and Kelly, with, you know, these youngsters 8 and under going the 100 yards in the medley, you know, with all 4 strokes, this has got to be a real challenge to them at this age.
This certainly is. There aren't a lot of kids this age that can handle these longer distance. They might be okay for a 25 or so. This is a true endurance test for these youngsters.
You know, they haven't been swimming long enough to really establish all 4 strokes. So,
that's true.
And they certainly are to be congratulated. Every one of them that's in here. This is a real test for these youngsters.
I think that says a lot about the programs that we have here in the summertime at these clubs. They've only had about 8 weeks to get these kids ready to swim these longer races. A lot of the kids in this field especially do not swim year-round. So the fact that in 8 weeks' time the coaches from these summer clubs have done this kind of a job with these kids, I think really says a lot.
Look at Tammy go. She's way out in front. She's going to zip home winner. In lane 4 will be Whitney Miller finishing second. In lane 5 finishing third will be Jessia Lee. And it looks like in lane 2, this is going to be an easy one to call, Emily Ebelhair in lane 2, although she's being challenged right here. Beth Ludwizak really making a run on Beth, or on Emily for 4th place. And boy, that was close. That was a tight one. 134.02, Tammy Price, the winner, girls 8 and under 100-yard IM. In the event number 66, it's the boys 8 and under 100-yard individual medley. The field includes in lane 1 from Town and Country, Sam Younger. Lane 2 from Paddock, Tyler Johnson. Lane 3 from Atlantis, Ryan Montgomery. Lane 4 from Splash, Adam Logston. Lane 5 from Atlantis, Bobby Zerner. And lane 6 from Town and Country, Rick Lehman. Younger, Johnson, Montgomery, Logston, Zerner, and Raymond. This is the boys 8 and under 100-yard IM.
4 lengths pool, fly back press free, quiet please. Summers, take your mark.
Ryan Ryan Montgomery had qualified first for some of the events today, although he didn't end up finishing first in some of these events. Here he should be able to take a pretty solid lead on the butterfly. Nathan Waniger not in this event. Nathan had won several of the 8 and under boys events earlier.
And this is just as, you know, grueling a test for these young men, too, to come up with all 4 strokes going 100 yards.
That's true.
And they've been competing earlier, too. They're gonna sleep well tonight.
That's right. This has been a long couple of days for these kids. They're tired by now. Concentration can slip. There was a youngster over there who just made a little bit of an error on a turn over there. I don't think the judges saw it, but it's a long, hard time. The excitement level is high. They've got a lot of things to be thinking about in there.
I know a couple of announcers are going to be sleeping tonight, too. It's been a long day, but it's certainly a very, very enjoyable day at the Splash Swim Club. While we have a moment here, we do want to thank everyone connected with Splash and the entire city swim meet for being so cooperative. They make our job a lot easier with all the information they provided for us. Of course, getting the sheets ready from yesterday's preliminaries took a lot of work by a lot of people. Very accurate information, giving us the updates and the official times and finishes. We'd be lost without it. Our thanks to the committee that organizes the city swim meet and to the Splash people that are hosting the 1989 Owensboro City Swim Meet. We're watching the boys 8 and under 100-yard individual medley. We're into the freestyle. The final leg, it's at Ryan Montgomery of Atlantis zipping to victory, and here he goes. He's been in the water for a couple of minutes. You know, these guys, this is a real grueling test for him.
Ryan Montgomery from Atlanta's first place unofficially with a time of 1:46.82. Coming in second, what an upset here. Lane 1, Sam Younger, had only qualified 5th coming into the finals today. Lane 4's third, Adam Logsdon.
Next event will be the girls 10 and under 100-yard individual medley. The field includes in lane 1 from Splash is Rocky Hatton. Lane 2 from Owensboro Country Club, Jane Hess. Lane 3 from Town and Country, Brooke Berry. Lane 4 from Atlantis, Andrea Ambrose. Lane 5 from Atlantis, Amy Zerner. And lane 6 from Darnick is Jill Ford. The quick time in the prelims, Brooke Berry, 1:22.815.
Well, here she goes again. She's already won about 5 events today. Brooke Berry from Town and Country, a major contributor to Town and Country's lead in the swim meet at this point in team points.
Good start, girls 10 and under 100-yard IM. I better get started on some of these official results here. We have the boys 8 and under 25-yard breaststroke. The winner was Rick Raymond of Town and Country. His time 22.311. Finishing second was Ryan Montgomery. Third was Bobby Zerner. And the girls 10 and under 50-yard breaststroke. Officially, the winner was Brooke Berry of Town and Country. Her time 40.350. Jane Hess of Owensboro Country Club second. Mackenzie Helm of Atlantis was third. And event number 38, the winner was Ryan Masenik of Darnick. 42.925 was his time. Trent Tabor of Town and Country second. Eddie Tabor of Town and Country second. Trent Thomas of Paddock was third. Event number 39, the winner was Jamie Mueller of Splash. 35.444, just off the record. Jenny Gregson of Town and Country was second. Leanne Presser of Town and Country was third. And event number 40, Chad Masenik of Darnick was first. Greg Price of Splash second. Kevin Hatton third. Masenik's time 34.732. And how are they doing here?
Here comes Brooke Berry in for another win. She's going to be a lot faster than she was yesterday coming into the final day. 1:19.601 officially for Brooke. Andrea Ambrose coming in for second. And in third place, Amy Zerner from Atlantis.
Brooke Berry, the winner. Unofficially 131 and change, and we'll move right on to the next event, the boys 10 and under 100-yard IM. The field will include number 1, or in lane 1 from Owensboro Country Club, John Hess. Lane 2 from Paddock is Trent Thomas. Lane 3 from Darnick, Ryan Masenik. Lane 4, Owensboro Country Club, Adam Augenstein. Lane 5 from Owensboro Country Club, Bill Hess. And lane 6 from Darnick, Eric Sears. Hess, Thomas, Masenik, Augenstein, Hess, Sears are in the water. Boys 10 and under 100-yard IM.
Adam Augenstein off to a quick start there, but Masenik quickly pulls into the lead on this first length, which is butterfly. That's Masenik's specialty right now. He's a state champion in this.
Look at his time in the prelim, 1:17.963. That's 12 seconds faster than his nearest challenger, Adam Augenstein, at 1:29.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Ryan would like a record here. He's only 0.7 of a second off of Brian Keller's record from 1983.
1:17.210. That's one of the older records, too.
Right.
Six-year-old record. And again, though, you know, with no challenge to push him, he's going to be going against the clock in his own mind as he battles down through the boys 10 and under 100-yard IM.
Trent Thomas in second place from Paddock. Adam Augenstein back in third from Owensboro Country Club. Masenik going into the last turn will come home in the freestyle stroke now. And it's Ryan Masenik in first place, time of 1:17.73 unofficially.
That's going to be close. And Ryan Masenik, the easy winner, boys 10 and under individual IM. Girls 11 and 12-year-old individual medley. The field includes in lane 1 from Owensboro Country Club, Lee Bowen. Lane 2 from Darnick, Mandy Keller. Lane 3 from Splash, Jamie Mueller. Lane 4 from Town and Country, Leanne Presser. Lane 5 from Town and Country, Jenny Gregson. And lane 6 from Splash, Sarah Jones.
11, 12 girls, step up, please. This is 4 lengths of the pool, individual medley. Swimmers, take your mark.
Bowen,
There's a false start on the field there, I believe. It was lane 2, Mandy Keller from Darnick. Let's see what they call on this.
They'll regroup. We've had it pointed out that somewhere along the line it was mentioned that this was the second time Splash has hosted the city swim meet. It is their first. I think we also pointed that out at the start of the meet. It is the first time that Splash has hosted the city swim meet, and they are doing a fine job in doing it.
I stand corrected on the earlier statement I made about the false starts here. They do not allow false starts here in this city competition. As you see, Mandy Keller is out in the field now. That hurts Darnick a lot. They're battling it out for second place now with Splash. That's going to hurt.
That certainly will. And they're off.
Jamie Mueller will take the lead here. Jamie told me earlier today she'd very much like to set the record in this. She's going to have to swim a lot faster than yesterday's posting time of 1:08.44. Leanne Presser will be right behind her in second place.
Tanya Ledan holds the record, 105.390. Jamie Mueller going after it. Comfortably in second place is Leanne Presser.
In event 56,
Jamie Mueller going after a record here, racing the clock. Leanne Presser. One thing that's interesting, Jerry, that we should note, that due to a ruling that they have in this league, Jamie is 13, but she is able to compete in the 11 and 12-year-old age group because they determine your age group based on your age on June 1st. Jamie's birthday fell a few weeks after that, but because she was 12 on June 1st, she can compete in this division. Leanne Presser is 12. In fact, you might say that Leanne is, in fact, the fastest 12-year-old in the city right now. 1:06 flat unofficially. For Mueller, not
Close.
quite the record.
Just a fraction of a second faster than the record. Event number, or slower than the record. Event number 69, Jamie Mueller, the apparent winner. As we watch the others finish, we move on to event number 70. This is the boys 11 and 12-year-old 100-yard individual medley. The field includes in lane 1 from Splash, Gilmore Chung. Lane 2 from Splash, Kevin Hatton. Lane 3 from Darnick, Chad Masenik. Lane 4 from Splash, Greg Price. Lane 5 from Town and Country, Robbie Lyons. And lane 6 from Splash, Chad Logston. Chung, Hatton, Masenik, Price, Lyons, Logston. This is the boys 11 and 12-year-old 100-yard individual medley.
Swimmers, take your mark. In event number
Chad Masenik has won several events already today. Greg Price, I believe, has won one also. Greg won the 50 butterfly earlier. Chad Masenik won some freestyle and breaststroke events. This could be a close one.
Chad Masenik's time in the prelims, 1:11.981. Closest challenger would be Greg Price at 1:15.191. Greg has certainly been swimming well tonight. This is the boys 11 and 12-year-old 100-yard IM.
Both boys pretty even coming in at the backstroke. Masenic will touch the wall just slightly ahead of Price. They both go into their best strokes right now, breaststroke. We've got Price and Masenic out in first, Lyons back in third. Kevin Hatton moving into third place now, challenging Robbie Lyons. And going into the final turn, it's going to be Masenic with Greg Price closely behind him. Bringing it home now, last length of the pool, freestyle. The true test of endurance there. Kevin Hatton has moved into third place. And it's Chad Masenic again in first place, unofficially a time of 1:11.21, a little bit faster than yesterday's preliminary time.
Okay, there we have it. Chad Masenic, 1:11. Or what was his time? What did you have?
1:11.21, Jerry. Just a little bit faster than yesterday.
Okay, event number 71 will be the girls' 13 and 14-year-old 100-yard individual medley. The field includes in lane 1 from Town and Country, Eve Bamberger. Lane 2 from Dornick, Tanya Miller. Lane 3 from Paddock, Chrissy Geyer. Lane 4 from Splash, Jennifer Hargan. Lane 5 from Owensboro Country Club, Kate Hess. And lane 6 from Atlantis is Amy Burkle. Look at this. We're going to have a tight one here. Chrissy Geyer had the quick time in the prelims, 1:12.428. Right behind her, Jennifer Hargan, 1:13 and change. And Tanya Miller and Kate Hess certainly within range at 1:15.
They say that the IM is truly an indicator of a person's all-around talent in swimming because you have to excel at all 4 strokes in order to do well here. You'll see the lead change hands possibly 3 or 4 times in an IM race. Jennifer Hargan, a flyer out in first. Now watch for Chrissy Geyer to come on strong in backstroke in lane 3. That's her best stroke. Chrissy Geyer, Jennifer Hargan battling it out for first.
Jennifer Hargan out in front, but now Chrissy comes right back to take the lead just before the turn.
Going into breaststroke now. Hargan and Geyer. Kate Hess in third. Tanya Miller, a breaststroker also from Darneck, may pull into the scene on this.
Crucial turn coming up for the final 25 yards.
And it's Geyer going into the last turn first. And it's going to be a battle to the finish. Chrissy Geyer won the 100 free earlier.
Boy,
today, Jennifer's coming on strong.
Geyer and Hargan, boy, I don't know. They are neck and neck as they hit the wire.
I think it was Hargan in lane 4.
I don't know. I thought it was Geyer. Okay, that was a tight, but look at that time, 1:09.68. Very, very close to the record. That's unofficial. Certainly unofficial in the winner. It was either Geyer or Hargan. That was a close one. We'll have to wait for the results of that one. Let's remember that. Event number 71, and we'll watch for the official results. Event number 72 is the boys' 13 and 14-year-old 100-yard individual medley. The field includes in lane 1 from Town and Country, Scott Settle. Lane 2 from Paddock, Stephen Delaney. In lane 3 from Splash, Nathan Hobbs. Lane 4 from Atlantis, Jason Pickrell. Lane 5 from Atlantis, Jeremiah Johnson. And lane 6 from Town and Country, Ryan Goldtree. Settle, Dunlaney, Hobbs, Pickrell, Johnson, and Goldtree. This is the boys' 13 and 14-year-old 100-yard individual medley.
This is 4-length full individual medley, boys. Swimmers, take your mark.
They're in the water. The quick time in the prelims was Nathan Hobbs, 1:10.559. That's 8 seconds quicker than Jason Pickrell, who's in lane 4.
We've noticed that Splash has had several individual winners here today, but as we've said all along, it's not going to be the first places that are going to determine the final outcome of this meet as far as team points go. It's going to be the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th places. Nathan Hobbs with a comfortable lead in backstroke as we go into the halfway point in the individual medley. He is also a state record holder in the individual medley for 12 and under boys in the state of Kentucky. And back in 2nd place, Jason Pickrell of Atlantis. We also have another swimmer from Atlantis, Jeremiah Johnson in lane 5.
It's pretty
Hobbs into the last turn.
Pretty much going as expected based on the prelim times. Nathan Hobbs zipping to victory. Jason Pickrell, a pretty good distance behind, but very comfortable in 2nd place, and a nice stroke through the water. Heading to the finish is Nathan Hobbs, and his time will be 1:10. 224.43 unofficially. Very, very close to what his time was in the preliminaries yesterday. That's unofficial, of course. The time and the finish unofficial. We'll have the official results a little bit later. This is event number 73, the girls high school 200-yard individual medley. The field will include in lane 1 from Splash, Kimberly Chung. In lane 2 from Town and Country, Lisa Kelly. Lane 3 from Town and Country, Tanya Ledan. Lane 4 from Darnick, Diane Snyder. Lane 5 from Town and Country, Dee Dee Embry. And lane 6 from Town and Country, Julie Worth. Chung, Kelly, Ledan, Snyder, Embry, and Worth. The quick time, 2:24 for Tanya Ledan. That's about 14 seconds faster than anybody. And this should belong to Tanya. This will be her last individual performance in the city swim meet.
I believe you're correct on that, Jerry. We say goodbye to truly a champion. At the age of 12, she early established herself as a nationally ranked competitor.
This is going to be a real test. This is 8 lengths, 200-yard individual medley, and we're going to watch Tanya Ledan do her stuff.
Tanya taking it out in first place on the butterfly. This is 2 lengths of the pool now, v.2.
Right.
We've been watching the 100 individual medleys, 1 length of the pool.
Okay, while we watch them get it cranked up and watch Tanya pull away from the field, and I'm sure she's going to be doing it, we will run down some of the results that we haven't given. These are official results. Event number 41, the girls 13 and 14 100-yard breaststroke. The official winner, Tanya Miller of Darnick, in 1:17.864. Second was Eve Bamberger of Town and Country. Third, Chrissy Geyer of Paddock. In event number 42, the official winner, Nathan Hobbs of Splash, is the winner. His time, 1:15.952. Finishing second was Stephen Delaney of Paddock, or finishing third was Stephen Delaney of Paddock. So it's Hobbs, Pickrell, Delaney, 1, 2, 3, and the boys 13 and 14-year-old 100-yard breaststroke. In event number 43, the girls high school 100-yard breaststroke, the winner Diane Snyder of Darnick, 1:13.643. Tanya Ledan just a shade behind in second place of Town and Country. Lisa Kelly of Town and Country was third. That's event number 43. Event number 44, the winner was Brian Keller of Darnick. That's the boys high school 100-yard breaststroke. Finishing second was Andrew Chung of Splash. Third was Kurt Coombs of Splash. And event number 45, the girls 8 and under 25-yard butterfly. The winner, Tammy Price of Splash. Her time 17.995. Whitney Miller of Town and Country was second. Jessie Lee of Atlantis was third. How are they doing here?
Tanya's coming into the end of the breaststroke. She has 1 more 50 to go. She's ahead of her pace from yesterday. Diane Snyder comfortably in second place. Lisa Kelly of Town and Country in third.
Tanya Ledan's time in yesterday's preliminaries, 2:24.008, far ahead of the closest challenger, Diane Sawyer, at 2:38.
Once again, we say goodbye to a true champion here. Her tale is one that's bittersweet. The only thing that has escaped her was that high school title in backstroke. She once again was a second place finisher this year. Her time right now, 2:21.89.
Boy, oh boy, nice performance. What a young lady, what a job she's done.
Person.
We were talking about legends a while ago. She certainly has become a legend already, or she has been for a couple of years, but this is it. It's her swan song in the city swim meet. Tanya Ledan, the winner in the girls high school 200-yard individual medley. Running down the field now for the next event as we watch the girls wrap it up for the girls 200-yard individual IM. The boys high school 200-yard individual medley. The field will include in lane 1 from Town and Country, Mike Owsley. Lane 2 from Town and Country, Brad Schmid. Lane 3 from Darnick will be Brian Keller. Lane 4 from Splash, Andrew Chung. Lane 5 from Splash, Kurt Coombs. And lane 6 from Town and Country, Bobby Goebel. Owsley, Schmid, Keller, Chung, Coombs, and Goebel. The boys' 200-yard individual medley. The quick time in the prelim was Brian Keller. Brian had a 2:11.058 in the preliminary.
Most of these boys swim in high school competition. Brian does train year-round with the Racers swim team. There's a tremendous amount of talent in this field, though, not just with Keller, but the other boys, too.
This is the final individual event of the 1989 swim meet. We're watching the boys high school 200-yard IM. As we do, let's recap some of the official results as they come in. Event 46, boys 8 and under 25-yard butterfly. The winner was Nathan Weiniger of Paddock, 19.601 his time. Second was Ryan Montgomery of Atlantis. Third was Richard Hartsoe of Owensboro Country Club. In the girls 10 and under 50-yard butterfly, the winner officially was Brooke Berry of Town and Country. Her official time, 35.765. Lindsay Abel of Dornick was second. Andrea Ambrose of Atlantis was third. In the boys 10 and under 50-yard butterfly, the winner was Ryan Masinick of Dornick, 33.216 his official time, just shy of the record. Adam Augenstein of Owensboro Country Club was second. Trent Thomas of Paddock was third. In event 49, that's a girls 11 and 12 50-yard butterfly. The winner was Jamie Mueller of Splash, official time 29.614. Second, Leanne Presser of Town and Country. Third, Elizabeth Stanley of Owensboro Country Club. And the 50th event, the boys 11 and 12 50-yard butterfly. The winner was Greg Price of Splash, 31.851 his time. Chad Masinick of Dornick was second. Matt Shrewsbury of Town and Country was third. How they doing here, Kelly?
Well, Brian's coming into the last 50 now, just completing the breaststroke length. He's significantly ahead of everybody else. The race is for second place. Brad Schmid, Andrew Chung, and Kurt Coombs all battling it out. And again, the race, as we see it, is for second place at this meet. We think Town and Country is going to run away with the first place title. The battle's between Dornick and Splash for second place. Keller coming in.
Oh, what another strong performance.
We may have a new record here.
You know, he's another one of those legends we were talking about.
That's true.
Brian Keller, did he break his own record? Unofficially, we say he did, 207.30. His record was 208.821. If that holds up, and that will be a new record for the boys high school 200-yard individual medley. The winner, Brian Keller. And our last of the individual events, we watch some of these individuals finish up as we get ready for the let's see, how many relays? We got 10 relays, I guess, to wrap things up in the 1989 Owensboro City Swim Meet. And as you mentioned before, those double points in the relays, and of course it's going to be a tight meet, and those relays are going to be so important as we head down the wire.
That's right.
And we'll be back with more of the 1989 Owensboro City Swim Meet from the Splash Swim Pool after this timeout.
Got no TV timeout here. Just hang on just a few seconds.
As soon as you got them ordered, let me know. And we got real long relays too, don't we? We got 200 yards. Oh, really? Club. I'm Jerry Burge along with Kelly Lavely as we head down the home stretch, the final 10 relays of the 1989 Owensboro City Swim Meet. And we're ready to go with the girls 8 and under 100-yard freestyle relay. Entered in lane 1, the girls from Splash, lane 2 from Town and Country, lane 3 from Atlantis, lane 4 from the Owensboro Country Club, lane 5 from Dornick, lane 6 from Paddock. The quick time was 124.68 by Atlantis, but a couple of others are just within a second, and this could be quite a race, Kelly. Go ahead.
I think this will be a close race here. I believe that Town and Country earlier won the girls' medley relay in this age group. They're off to a quick lead there. Emily Ebelhair from Town and Country in first place in lane 2. Jennifer Johnson in the water right now for Town and Country. And in lane 5, it's Dornick. Natalie Lindo and Jennifer Johnson battling it out. Karen Lowe on the blocks, lane 5 for Dornick. And Town and Country sends another swimmer into the water. It's going to all be up to Whitney Miller in lane 2 from Town and Country. Here she goes. They're in first place. Lane 5, Darneck. Kelly Kern. Here comes lane 4 also. It's Owensboro Country Club challenging for second place, but in first, it's Town & Country's Whitney Miller anchoring their relay.
A strong performance. A very strong performance there.
Town & Country, Emily Evilhair, Kathy Shelgren, Kelly Schmiel, and Whitney Miller for the victory.
Congratulations to those young ladies. Event number 76 is the boys 8 and under 100-yard freestyle relay. We'll have 4 entries in this event. In lane 2 will be the Atlantis Swim Club, and lane 3 Town & Country. Lane 4 Darnick, and lane 5 Paddock. The quick time, these are posted times, they're reported times. There, of course, were no preliminaries yesterday in the relays. The quick time turned in by Town & Country, 129.31. Ready to go.
Okay, boys. 100-yard freestyle relay. We don't have a team in second or one. Okay, boys.
4 entries in this one.
In event 68, the boys 10 and under 100-yard individual.
Oh, we got a battle going here. They're neck and neck.
Right, that's lane 3, Town & Country, and Atlantis back in second. Got Matt Abel from Darneck over there in lane 4. Lane 3 takes the lead at first, Town & Country, David Logsden.
Oh, these youngsters are excited, too.
I'm sorry, that was Sam Younger. This is Joe Younger now in the water.
In lane 3 is Town & Country. They're out in front. These are big, big points for the Town & Country team.
This is going to be Matt Johnson going off the blocks for Town & Country. Lane 2, Atlantis.
I tell you, that's what's great about swimming, too. These youngsters, the 8 and under are right there scoring just as important points as your Ledans and Kellers
right.
and all those,
And look at the people. They're on their feet for this.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got younger ones, older ones. Everybody's up cheering for the little guys. This is a big experience for them. And
boy,
here we come.
And they contribute big to the point total with these finishes.
That's right. Lane 3, Town & Country again. Rick Raymond in first. Sam Younger, Joe Younger, Matt Johnson, and Rick Raymond, the 7-8 boys champions in the free relay.
Town & Country the winner, boys 8 and under 100-yard freestyle relay. Let's move it to event number 77, the girls 10 and under 100-yard freestyle. The field includes in lane 1, Owensboro Country Club, lane 2, Splash, lane 3, Darnick, lane 4, Town & Country, lane 5, Atlantis, lane 6, Paddock. The quick time posted, Darnick, 108.99, just a second ahead of Town & Country. This could be a real battle. Girls 10 and under, 100-yard freestyle. They're ready to go.
Swimmers, take your mark.
Although Darneck is the top seed, I put my money on Town & Country here in lane 4.
We'll keep an eye on them.
Off to an early lead, Carrie Law from Town & Country. That's Jill Ford next to her in lane 3 from Darneck. And it's Town & Country in first. Lindsay Miller in the water now for Town & Country. Lindsay Abel from Darneck in lane 3 challenging her. Here comes Splash in lane 2.
Are they close together?
Darneck takes the lead. Town & Country back in fourth now. Darneck, Courtney Lindau.
That was a
and
good
over
exchange.
there, yes, it was lane 5, Atlantis coming on strong also. Mackenzie Helm going into Andrea Ambrose over there.
And here they come.
And here comes Brooke Berry in lane 4 from Town & Country. She won many events here today. It's going to be Darneck and Town & Country down to the bitter end.
And it's going to be Brooke.
And it's Brooke Berry from Town & Country.
In lane 4, what a strong finish by that young lady, and she's happy indeed as she jumps out of the pool.
Carrie Law, Lindsay Miller, Kristen Heck, and Brooke Berry, the champions there.
That was the girls 10 and under 100-yard freestyle. Certainly an exciting race, and here's another. The boys 10 and under 100-yard freestyle relay. The field includes in lane 1, Splash, lane 2, Paddock, lane 3, Town & Country, lane 4, Owensboro Country Club, lane 5, Darnick, lane 6, Atlantis. In order, Splash, Paddock, Town & Country, Owensboro Country Club, Darnick, and Atlantis. The boys 10 and under, 100-yard freestyle, and they are ready to go. little bit of a delay as we get them ready. Well, they've done an excellent job running this meet.
They really have. Beautiful facility.
Great weather.
Great
Fantastic weather.
Oh, they don't have a third swimmer.
Oh, okay, they're waiting.
We have a delay.
Yeah.
Somebody hasn't shown up to
That's
swim.
Atlantis, and they're saying, hey, where's the third swimmer?
Okay, here we go, boys.
He must have gone to the other end of the pool. I think he did.
Quiet to the start, please. Take your mark.
They're in the water.
Town and Country, the top seed in this event. David Logston in the water for Town and Country. That's John Hess in lane 4 from Owensboro Country Club, off to an early lead. Lane 3, lane 4 battling it out. Lane 3 being Town and Country, lane 4 Owensboro Country Club, taking a surprising lead in this.
That's in lane 4.
We've got Bill Hess now going in the water for Owensboro Country Club. Lane 2 back in second place, that's Paddock. Lane 3, Trace Miller from Town and Country. And it's Bill Hess holding on to first place. He's going to swim into Adam Augenstein from the Country Club. And the Country Club looks strong in this, but here comes lane 3, Town and Country.
They got a lot to make up here, and
Eddie
I don't know if
Tabor.
they can.
No, I think the Country Club is going to run away with it. Adam Augenstein finishing up strong.
Good performance, and there's a happy group of young men there.
That was kind of a surprise that we haven't seen the Country Club win many events today. That was kind of a nice surprise.
It certainly was. Owensboro Country Club, the apparent winner of the boys 10 and under 100-yard freestyle relay. Next up, the girls 11 and 12-year-old 100-yard freestyle relay. In lane 1 will be Darnick. Lane 2 is Splash. Lane 3, Owensboro Country Club. Lane 4, Town and Country. Lane 5, Atlantis. Lane 6, Paddock. Look at these times reported. Splash 102.85. Owensboro Country Club 102.08. Town and Country 102.70, 104 for Atlantis, 104 plus for Darnick. Boy, this could be a goodie.
Right, and don't forget, we've got Jamie Mueller appearing on that splash relay, no matter where they are. Nothing is for sure when Jamie's swimming on a relay.
We're ready to go. The girls 11 and 12-year-old 100-yard freestyle relay. They're in the water.
Lane 3 off to a quick lead, Owensboro Country Club.
This could be one of our tightest races.
And in lane 4, it's now Town and Country. And here comes lane 1 also. That's Darnick. Jill Ford in the water now for Darnick in lane 1. Lane 4, Town and Country. Ashley Reynolds going into Leanne Presser. This could be an upset. Don't forget Mueller coming up on the end for Splash. It's Presser into the water first, lane 4, Town and Country. Here comes Mueller, lane 2.
Oh,
but it's
too much.
Presser.
Too much, I think. Boy, she's really cut down some water, but she's going to have to settle for second. That's the girls 11 and 12-year-old 100-yard freestyle relay. Next up, the boys 11 and 12-year-old 100-yard freestyle relay. It'll be Paddock in lane 1, Town and Country in lane 2, Splash in lane 3, Atlantis in lane 4, Darnick in lane 5, and the Owensboro Country Club in lane 6. Boys 11 and 12-year-old 100-yard freestyle relay.
Quiet to start, please.
Ready to start.
Take your mark.
Quick reported time, Splash 101.58, a second behind Atlantis 102.68.
Over there in lane 5, that's Darnick, Chad Masenik. I'm sorry, that may be Ryan Masenik in there. His younger brother swimming up on a relay, and it's Darnick holding the lead, but this is close. Right now, lane 4 looking to come on. Lane 2.
Lane 2 is taking the lead. That's Town and Country.
That's Town and Country, Matt Shrewsbury.
Ooh, good exchange, and they've got a little bit of breathing room now in lane 2.
Mark Moore. Mark Moore going into Robbie Lyons for Town and Country. Lane 3, Splash has Greg Price on the end of it. Could be close. Robbie Lyons, Greg Price battling it for home.
Town and Country, Splash. He's really picking up some ground, but it's not going to be enough. It's going to be Town and Country.
Town and Country's Robbie Lyons. That was Clay Purdom, Matt Shrewsbury, Mark Moore, and Robbie Lyons for Town and Country.
The boys 11 and 12-year-old 100-yard freestyle. Town and Country the winner. Next up, girls 13 and 14-year-old 100-yard freestyle relay. In lane 1 will be Darnick. In lane 2, Atlantis. Lane 3, Splash. Lane 4, Owensboro Country Club. Lane 5, Town and Country. And lane 6, Paddock. The fast time reported, Splash 55.67, also under a minute. Atlantis at 59.63. Owensboro Country Club 57.76. So
15 seconds to get out of the water.
Someone needs to get out of the water quick.
They're a little tired by now, I imagine. Jennifer Hargan leading off for Splash in lane 3. Jennifer should take a quick lead here. Lane 2, Atlantis, right beside her. We have Sarah Jones in the water for Splash, coming on strong next to her.
Atlantis and Splash.
Michelle Long for Atlantis, going into Maggie.